1 and in Toulouse, let's join Raymond Baxter.
Just seconds to go.
Et maintenant, enfin, le premier vol.
110 tons of aircraft, all up weight there. The magic moment with us. The crescendo of sound from the 593 Olympics. Giro.
Ce premier vol que vous tous allez voir maintenant en direct.
45 knots, 90, 135. Nose come up to 20 degrees, she's airborne. She flies.
The Concorde was special. The quality of the work, the minds, the skill, the talent, the commitment that went into it, that's what really matters.
Over the last 27 years, Concorde has captured the imagination of people from all over the world. An extraordinary feat of engineering, a unique blend of power, grace, and beauty.
It's the first time I've ever been in the air. Never dreamt of going in it because I'm retired.
I am thrilled. Every single cell in my body is thrilled.
Words found me so incredible. It's a wonderful experience.
What are you going to tell your school friends when you get back to school on Monday?
Well, trying to find a way of getting them to believe me.
Good morning, sir. Morning. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to Concorde and our supersonic operation from London's Heathrow to New York's John F. Kennedy. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're through Mark 1, the speed of sound, no bumps, no bangs, Concorde.
There's the view of New York from the Triborough Bridge, there's the Sydney Opera House, and there's Concorde, arguably the three most beautiful man-made sights in the world.
We have carried the Queen Mother, world leaders, stars. It has been an amazing magnet.
Phil Collins had dashed from the Wembley stage to Philadelphia by helicopter and Concorde.
It's good fun. I mean, only a fool such as I would do this.
For 27 years, British Airways Concorde has been a national symbol, a natural centerpiece for celebration.
Few hundred feet over the heads of 1 million people, maybe more. Concorde and the Red Arrows fill the sky.
We flew down the Mall and you could see Her Majesty standing on the balcony. I've never seen 1 million people before, let alone them all looking up and waving and cheering for Concorde.
She's brought cities together, brought people closer, and reminded us all that we can do extraordinary things.
You kind of think, oh, I wonder who might be on Concorde. Maybe a famous film star who's just signed a contract in New York or something.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is an absolute star, so glamorous, so Hollywood. Paul McCartney's probably everyone's favourite. He will say hello and he remembers us. Oh, Richard Gere. I've loved him since I was about 5.
You can always recognise it, and it looks like a swan. You know, when swans fly, it looks like a swan with the shape of its neck.
It's the most brilliant example of far-sighted designers, thought ahead and kept a lead for half a century.
No matter how many times you fly, there still is that amazing, exciting sensation when you take off.
Every day is a thrill. By the time the passengers come on board, the air is absolutely charged with excitement.
Speedboat Concorde 1, you're clear for takeoff. 27 left, surface wind, 240 at 10.
Speedboat Concorde 1, roger, clear for takeoff, 27 left.
It's a thrill. It's the nearest thing I'll ever feel to a rocket.
Power starts to bite, push back into your seat.
Gear speed's building.
You're concentrating like mad.
60 knots.
The noise takes over.
100 knots. That's it.
Heart starts to pound a bit.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Hello, all. Sorry for that. That's a bit of a shame. I didn't mean to cut that off at the end there. I'm very sorry about that. Well, we saw most of it, and I was trying to mess around and get some stream things working. Oh, and there it is. Look, it's all coming to life now. There we go. Hello, all. Welcome along to London's Heathrow Airport. Today we are in Concorde, and we, of course, will be taking ourselves down to Bahrain, and then from Bahrain on to Singapore in a sort of long-haul run, but this should be a bit of fun. I'll get the cameras and things up at some point during the flight. I've run out of time in the lead up to the stream now, but yeah, so that's what we're up to. Hello, Jones Aviation. Hello, Daniel. Hello, welcome along, guys. Oh yeah, you can see, to check out the Pillar Pilot merchandise we've tagged onto the stream. But without further ado, let's get ourselves cracking. I've got some bits and bobs of waypoints to program in, unfortunately. But as soon as we've done that, we will be good to go. So first thing, I'm just going to get open the Avi tab and just grab up our departure and the taxi charts. METAR-wise, we've got a wind of 010. So it will probably be 27 left for departure. I'm not sure what everyone else is doing. We'll have to have a little look in a minute. Departure for today, then, if it is indeed, we're going to be on the Detling to Golf. Yeah, I think it's to Golf. Yep, from 27 left. So we'll do that stuff inside. So inside the flight deck, then, we have, of course, an Xplane 12. I'm running the latest beta as suggested on the stream we did a couple of days ago. So thanks so much, Mito player. Hello. 09 Ryan is active. Okay, 1 Juliet. Thanks so much, Daniel. I mean, that makes things better. We're heading out that way then instead, doesn't it, really? So in terms of saving fuel, that's all good. Okay, right, well, we will use that one then. Same thing, really. Okay, right, so waypoints-wise, what we got. I haven't programmed in anything yet. I've started up some of the planes, so this could be a little bit dull, so apologies about this. As soon as we've done this, we're moving. So 51182. It's east. I mean to remember, everything's east. 2, 3, 3, 5, 8. Insert. Waypoint 2 is Dover DVR, which is north 51098. 8 and eastings 00121.5. There's going to be plenty of looking at the plane and everything. We're going to do loads of that and loads of sort of, enjoying the views and everything. We'll get the waypoints programmed in and then we'll get ready to go. So next one we got Conan 51078. There's quite a lot of waypoints, unfortunately. We've got to go. Actually, I should explain our route today. Apologies. Let me pull up this. Stand by. Where is it? Oh, I can never find this one. Hold on. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. Hello. Right, there you go. There is our route today. Here it is. We're going to be flying out over Northern Europe, Belgium, Southern Germany. Then we're going to cut down towards Italy, at which point we'll make our supersonic acceleration. And we're then heading down over the Mediterranean. I think it's, yep. There's a name for this little bit of sea, isn't there? I always forget. Okay. Anyway, we're heading down through the gap. We'll be supersonic at this point, nicely around the bottom of Greece. And then we have permission, of course, to go supersonic over Saudi Arabia. So we'll be supersonic all the way into Bahrain, where we'll be touching down today. So that should be good fun. And then from there, we'll continue on down to Singapore. So we should have some lovely scenery, looking out across the sea, across Iraq and places like that, which are really, really amazing scenery. So it should be good fun. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so, yeah, that's where we're off to. So we're just getting these waypoints programmed in so we can get going. Let me make sure I've got the chat still. Are you flying the split British Airways in Jones? I tried to get that working, but when I downloaded it, I just got a RAR file, unfortunately. So I'm in just the Landor livery for today, which is, I know, not as interesting as these nice British Airways liveries we've got lined up here. But it's a nice classic one. I thought it might be good fun for this sort of classic route. I think it might be too modern, actually. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. We've got another Concorde joining us going down to OBBI. We've got someone going down to Barbados. That's the person on the same stand as us. So let us know if you're flying along. Right, fine, there we are. Right, let's finish up with this waypoint program so we can get going. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame, isn't it? But that's sort of what I thought we'd do. Right, we've got Korsky next, which is north 5105, 057, east 00239. Insert. Waypoint 5, we've got DIK, which is now heading, you can imagine, over Germany. It's called Dierkirch. Dierkirch. It's like, I think it's a town. 49517, east 006078. It's been a while since I've flown Concorde, so it could be a little bit of an interesting departure and everything. I know it's it's a tough plane to get right. So I'll make sure we do 371. The only thing I've had to keep reminding myself is that in this one we have to trim for flight a lot earlier than in Xplane 11. I think it's more realistic, but I just got to remember that. So number 7 is I'll just keep going through these ones. We'll know if I've got it wrong when the plane does a 180 mid-flight. You'll join us on the 2nd. Hornby stuff to move. Oh, it's important stuff, James. It's important stuff. Make sure you're not damaging it. Yeah. We're going over to Vicenza. So I think we're going near Venice. Oh, wrong one. 45382 east 011406, and this is, I think, where we're going to begin our acceleration. Then from VIC we head down to the first of our nondescript waypoints, which is north 40250 east 0190. Cool, and that is the boring waypoint program done. So next thing to do, we'll open up the Avi tab, pop it open, see what we got. Right, 113.6. And we'll be on a 120 heading initially away. Actually, I'll set that to 103. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to go 113.6 on his side. I'm going to have Detling, which is 117.3. Because then down here, I've now got DME2 and DME1. DME1 is Detling, DME2 is London. So now what I can do is set the heading to 120. Pull it out. After departure, we'll go to 120 at the 2 DME point. So that's when we see on the DME thing 2. We're going to make a right turn 120. We're then going to keep going until the 4 DME point London, where we're then going to look to capture the Detling, which we've got set up on the left-hand side. So that makes things a little bit easier. Okay, so what do we need to do? We got any ATC? No, we have not. So can we Unicom for ourselves here? 122.8. There we are. There are little diesels get chipped over the years. A love-hate relationship. Yes, it is. It's a stressful business. Absolutely, absolutely. Right, on the overhead then, we got the nav lights on, no smoking lights on. They're all doing their stuff. Into the back, we'll get the INS to nav. We turn on the fuel pumps. And then I think that's about it for now. Right, just let's check. I'm just going to do a quick sound check then on the stream so far, and then have a quick drink of coffee. Super. You liking the textures? Ah, good, good. I'm glad they're looking good. That's good. Right. So we're pretty much ready to go. 6,000 is programmed up. Let's get some people. Let's get them moving away from the plane. So if we go aircraft, doors and ground, let's get these doors closed. Let's get the catering guys away. We're pretty much done with them now. So on the overhead then, we'll turn on the anti-collision lights. We'll get the better pushback pre-planned and sorted out. So it's going to be back and left. We'll go quite a long way back to give the other guys some room to come back ahead of us. So there, and then we'll shoot back a little bit to back. We can go, I don't want to go too far back. We'll go back there. Right, he's on his way over. Very quiet that, I won't be able to change it. Oh, Daniel is rocking the Singapore Airlines livery. Oh, lovely. That's very nice. I might see if I can switch later. I'll have to. It just kept downloading as like a RAR file. I'll have to see. Okay. Super. So, I've forgotten something. Right, clock to chrono. Into the back then. Just check. I'll do a rundown of all the stuff. So, cross bleeds, air bleeds. All open, ready for the start. Just see what I've forgotten. So, secondary air doors, fuel heaters, ground idles low, INS is all good. The fuel pumps, I think you can get away with having the outboard two just on. They're the main fuel pumps, and then the third one is a backup. We might as well turn them all on, but I believe you can leave it. 5A and 7A, we do that on the taxi out. Just remember, engine control schedule. Does that go to flyover at this point? I should know. It's been a while. Right, what we got? Engine feed pumps on. Yeah, there we are. Circulation fans. Nope, not yet. Okay, good. Right. I think we will get ready to push. So, use breathable similar for this. Okay, right. Yeah. Let's do that. Set the V speeds. Right, we'll get started then. So, engine number 2 is rolling up. Main window.
C for traffic, Super Concorde 9012, pushing back, stand 419, C for traffic.
Super, there goes Daniel. Oh, anti-collision lights are on. Let's get engine 2 revving. Secondary air doors auto. Thank you. Yeah, secondary air doors are indeed on auto. Fuel heats are on auto. Welcome. Yeah, make sure we've done them. Right, engine 2's firing up. Okay. Oh god, that was a quick spool up. Right, it's up. Engine 3. Oh no. 3. We'll set the electrical stuff on, hydraulics and electrics, and then we will disconnect the GPU. Boop. Oh, it goes, doesn't it, when you push back? I think. Can't quite remember. Fire brake is released. We're now rolling back. There we go, GPU's gone. Engine 3, turn on the fuel. Boom, there it goes. High pressure is on. There we go, and we'll turn the brake fans on as we start to need them once we hit there. Once we get back, we might need them. Super. Brake fans also. Oh yeah, Jones. Yeah, thanks. Engine control should fly over. I was thinking that. Yeah, you're right. I think it comes in the taxi. It says it comes in before taxi. I might do it when I hit the back. I don't know. I can't quite remember. I do apologise. Right. Engine number 2's up and 3 is up and running. We'll get the stuff on for that. We'll close the electrical SSB. We can turn on the boost conditioning valves for the 2. Super. Right, it's all coming back to me. Right, engine number 4 will get going as well. Heathrow traffic. Oh god. Whoa! Stop the parking brake. I hadn't realised the man had come back. That's entirely my fault. Are we gonna... Nah. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. Oh, I need to set this up anyway. I had my my bindings deleted. Okay. Heathrow traffic, Super Concorde 9091. Standing by on the push. Well, we'll hang here for a second and wait for Daniel to get moving, and then we'll carry on back. Let's flick on the high pressure. Lovely. Right, there you go. Engine 4 is up and running. We'll hang here till he's done. Engine 4 on and on. Oops. I pressed the landing down mode. Yeah. Yes. I may have done that. So, I didn't quite mean to get going. Right. Yeah, exactly. And then, oh, someone else is in. It's a busy airport for Concorde today. This is an interesting formation of Concordes we've got going here. It is busy. we'll wait till Daniel can taxi off. Once he taxis off, we'll finish our push. Then it'll all be fine again. That's entirely my fault. Apologies about that.
Concorde 9012, hold, taxiing, holding point Sierra 11 via Victor and Sierra.
Right, he's off. He's getting Sierra 11. Oh yeah, 09, right. Okay. Cool. Right, I know that these models are actually quite a long way behind the actual plane. So, I think we'll let it dissipate, Jones. We'll release our parking brake, and we'll swing on out into position, hopefully avoiding the Concorde. Apologies, Daniel, that was my bad. I think we should avoid you. I think we're gonna miss you. Right, engine number 1, let's get that fired up. Now we've got some hydraulic power as well, we'll just drop the visor. Especially with all these planes around, we'd like to see what's going on. Right, engine number 1 is firing up. Good. Whilst that's going, we'll get engine number 4. Oh, it's all done. Ah, Jen, I thought there was something. And then we can turn on the galley stuff now. With the electrical closed. There we go. We turn off the crossbreeds for these guys. Oh, ooh, that was a bit laggy. Engine number 1 is just on its way up. There we go. And the taxi and the pushback. Right, high pressure's on, hydraulics on, electrical on, and we'll shut the crossbleeds. 762. I know, James, we are blessed. I'm very, very pleased with going well. So thank you very much to all the subscribers. That's yeah, really, really, really nice. So thank you. Right, he is finished. So push back. Parking brake set. We have all 4 engines going, so I'll just, because I haven't flown in a while, I'll just remind myself. Oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. Right, okay, so in terms of what we do now, we're just going to wait for him to disconnect. We've got the parking brake set, fuel pumps are all on, we've got all 4 engines running, we've got bits and bobs to do, but because we've got quite a long taxi, we'll hang on till we get moving to do the rest of them. Our V speeds are set. We've got a V1 of 170, a VR of 195, and a V2 of 215. I'm now at 767-300. Ah, that's a shame. That's a real shame. Is that just like an actual simware thing, or is it just bopped me in as that? Oh, that'd be really sad. Right, back inside, what we got? Oh no, you mean subscribers. Okay, I get it now. Right, Tug's left us, the nose comes down. We don't need taxi lights, it's quite bright. Before taxi we are all good to go. Check my rudder pedals over a bit so we're good to start moving. Right, there we are. Okay, parking brake is released. Heathrow traffic, speedbird Concorde 9091, taxiing out, holding point Sierra 11, runway 09 right. Heathrow. And he's quite a lot of movement on the throttle, isn't he?
Speed at 84 November Tango is sort of right base, 49 right.
Alright, I'm just going to quickly, sorry guys, sorry. This is happening a lot in our streams now. There we go, okay, that's good. We're good. Okay, bit of power, let's get this thing moving. We're quite heavy today. We want to be quite efficient on the field, so we better get moving. God, there's a lot of power to get it rolling. Okay, flight engineer. Let's trim for takeoff, please. We'll do our stuff. So, 5A, 7A, all the standby inlets will open up in case he needs them. I'm not doing manual field trim for now. D-air pumps on. We'll turn on these to auto. And that is our job there done. Engine control schedule to the flyover position. We're also going to set the auto throttles on and the auto ignition on. Pressure static heaters, ADS engine probe heaters are on. Climb, takeoff, set. We are pretty much good to go. Okay, so I'm just going to drag the mic a little bit closer. Hopefully that's fine. Okay, so I'll do a flight control check. See everything seems to be moving properly. Full up and full down. Everything is working as it should be. Dab of brakes to make it round the corner. But here we are, people. Epic voyage in Concorde. We are on our way. Ooh, bit more brake. Bit more brake. There we go. Going round the corner. Left this time, not right. All the way around. Whoa. There we go. There we go. And we're good. Okay. Bit of power keeps rolling. Right, we'll just check our checklists. The taxi checklist. The idle switch is low. I did that. Hydraulics all set. Electrics all good. Sorry, what did he say? Sorry, say again, speedbird 9091.
Negative, that wasn't for you, that was for the speedbird 84 November Tango on final.
Ah, understood, thank you.
Yeah, just clocked.
Groovy. Sorry, Daniel, I thought you were telling me, I thought you'd said, like, we're going to go 09 right or something. Or from the left, I don't know. Right, auto throttles, we're all good, we're all set. ADS engine probe is all good. In fact, actually, now while we're talking about that, Daniel is the one who found the routes today and suggested we fly this route particularly. I know it was voted for you guys to do a long haul, so thanks very much to him. Those routes are now in the Concorde information page on Discord, so if you want to fly the route we're flying today, guys, head over onto our Discord, which is in the description, and you can go fly it with us. Right. Oh, I'll just drift left a little bit. There we go. Right, so everything is all done, I believe. Seats and harnesses are all checked. Oh, transponder, my bad. That's what I didn't do. 2000, we'll turn it on. Turn on the ADS as well in case we need them. And we'll just keep rolling down. Takeoff monitor then can go on. And we'll arm the afterburners when we line up. So, departure then. We're looking for 250 initially. Based on our weight, we're going to struggle to just have a minute of afterburners. Of course, we have to for the noise abatement. So, you know, but flight safety comes first. So if we get into 250, and I'm thinking, oh, it's not going to hold here, then we will by all means keep them on a tad longer. But I would prefer not to have them any longer as well, because our acceleration is going to be quite long, and we don't want to use up all our fuel. So we're looking for a minute of afterburner, just as normal, and then we will turn them off. But because we're especially heavy today,
Good afternoon, everyone. Speedbird Concorde 9013, traffic for the departure 011, 509, right, traffic.
as we're only a ton and a half lighter than the maximum takeoff weight, so we're pretty heavy. So we're just watching out for that as we go about. Oh, I've still got train sim open in the background. That's what's causing all the lag. Sorry guys, I was playing train sim earlier and I've been enjoying that. So that may be causing some lag. There we go. Well, I've shut that down now. Hopefully that should make things a bit better. Oh, we're suddenly moving quite quickly there. My bad. Right, we've got a Concorde pushing back as well. Oh, I got 9013, a 747 going down to Bahrain. Oh, very nice. Whee, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Sorry, I missed the chat slide. Turn off ADF in case we need... Yes, yeah, fair enough. In case we need them. Yeah, you're right. Oh, here goes Daniel. He's lining up. Or radar. We'll turn them on. Or just line up straight on this taxiway. There we go. There we go. There. Oh, there it is. Radar. Right. That one, and set the range up a bit. Oh, bit of power. Come on, don't stop. Set the range to about there. Right. We are ready for departure, I believe. Reheat switches will select when we line up. No brake temp warnings. We're all fine. And we are all good to go. QNH I've set myself. We are all pretty much ready, I think. I was driving the Class 377 Southern Rail trains. Pretty dull, but, you know, quite good fun. So, you know, yeah. Right, we'll just come to a stop. Oh, I forgot to watch Daniel go. My bad. Anyway, there he is. Ah, there he is. He's rolling. We're just going to stop at the holding point here because I think someone might be landing. Right, we'll bring it to a stop here. There they are. There he goes. There he is. No, see, look at again. Yeah, how much pitch you're gonna need. It's a heavy bird today. There go the gear. Disappointed. You expected that. It's a good fun train for train sim. It's not great in real life. And Daniel is airborne. Oh, we've got another Concorde coming down. Right, so check our map. He's 09 left. We're clear to line up. We're good. Heathrow traffic, Speedbird Concorde 9091, lining up from 09 right. Right, bagsy the power on. Arm the afterburners. There we go. Lining up then, we don't need the landing lights for today. Anti-collision lights are all on. We're good. It's an early morning at Heathrow. Not going to need landing lights. It's quite bright, as you can all see. So, just check the flight engineer is all trim for takeoff. That is indeed good. Got the chrono up and running. God, we need a lot of power up this hill here, man. I'm at 80% throttle, or 80 N1. That is a lot of thrust. I'm glad they've got that wall around the side. We were blasting away anyone behind us. What's our fuel like? 92 tons. That's good. We're still all good. Flight engineer, there's no warnings there. None on our screens here. We are good for takeoff. So, just confirm that departure again. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go... Forgot some bugs on the hardware setup. Oh no! Oh, Daniel, oh no, what happened? Once he gets back, I'm just going to go through this. Right, the DME is set for London. It's going to be 2 DME right to a heading of 120. And then we're going to, yeah, right to 120 and then looking for Detling. It's an early morning Heathrow. It's 12:30. Yeah, you're right. But you know what I meant. Yeah, it is quite late. Okay, right. We're set up on the runway here. We are all good to go. I've got good movement on the yoke. I think we should be all good. We'll see how this goes. So, brakes set. We are armed and ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Actually, Heathrow traffic, Speedbird Concorde 9091, departing 09 right, Heathrow. Clock's on. Full power selected. Here we go, people. There goes the thrust. Cutting in the afterburners there. They're on. See the little lights illuminating. Okay, it feels like we're really struggling. There we go, 50 knots. We're building. There we go. There we are. Slow acceleration today. I've got the sticks forward just to hold the nose down slightly, just as it bumps along quite a lot on the runway here at Heathrow. It's quite a bumpy runway. Power's all set, speed is building. Here we go, V1. Rotate. Pulling the nose back. There's 10 degrees, just holding it just above 10 degrees. A little bit more. V2. Positive rate. Gear up. Gear coming up. I'm pitching the nose up. I'm trimming. That's what that bell is. That's 2 miles. Right 120. 250 knots. Afterburners off. Noise event procedure. We're through 1 minute 08 seconds. Reducing throttle. Lowering the nose to 10 degrees. Just going to hold it there. Making the right turn. Selecting 250 knots. Just hold it there. And we're just going to keep the climb not much, essentially. Just a couple hundred feet per minute. Yeah, thank you. There's 120. Going to hold it at a nice gentle bit of climb there. There we go, we'll just get the autopilot on just for a second. 120, you can see I made quite a slow turn. That's not bad. Right, we should be picking up the radial for Detling, 117.3. There it is. Right, it's coming across. Ready, we're going to start to track ourselves onto that. VOR locks selected. 250 knots. We're climbing out of Heathrow, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a slow climb, but we are airborne. Heath traffic, Spiva Concorde 9091 airborne through 1,300, climbing 6,000 initially. Right, so we're making our way towards Detling now. There we go, there goes the left turn. Watch the wing drop there. The engines are sat at quite a high R rev there, if we want to make sure we're all good. Ah, Daniel, your hardware turns avionics off. Oh no. Yeah, join us in Bahrain, absolutely. Right, 91, so we can pitch up a little bit more. There's no control, unfortunately, to request a high speed from, so we're just going to have to wait till 10,000. Right. Trim setting, it's just telling me that because we've got a very high amount of trim on. Now that was just because initially we were just quite heavy. That's not really a problem. That'll be alright. So, oh god, we're going through rain. The wipers, I can never remember where these are. They're on the overhead, aren't they? I thought they were. Are they there? No, maybe they're on the pedestal. Oh no, no. They're by the gear, aren't they?
3,000 feet.
I can't remember where they are. We're just going through a quick climb. Right, 3,000, we're still climbing, that is good. The aircraft's at 94, that's good. We'll just pitch up a little bit more. And looking to start to increase. I'm going to dial 300, it's still on hold, so it's not going to go up to it yet. There's definitely wipers in this plane. Where are they? Wing intake. Icing, in fact, we'll turn that on. I know, we're through the cloud. I thought we were still in it. Right. We're climbing up nicely. We're going to set QNH for 1013. I'm going to dial up the altitude now to keep climbing. We're on our way down to Detling. We're going to climb up to 27,000 feet for our transit across Europe. Okay, we're going up nicely then. So takeoff monitoring come off. We're waiting for a higher. We're waiting for Mach 0.7 to continue our checks. The trim warning is confirmed. We're going to trim for flight now.
Fuel trim to flight. Check trim setting.
We're going to lower the nose. Yep, thank you. Lowering the nose there. Go, we're coming through 6,000 feet. We're just going to keep climbing until we hit 3,000. I'd say if there was a control, I'd request high speed. Because there's not, I don't want to break the speed. So we'll just keep going for now. Okay, that's a nice climb though. Look at the clouds. Wow, it is looking lovely today. Xplane 12 is looking very, very nice. What a lovely sim. Okay. Alright, 0.45, still going. There we go, 7,700 or so. We'll just keep it coming up there. The engines are revving down a little bit. Look, only 96 or so. So we'll just keep it up. We want to keep that RPM. pretty high. We want to make a most efficient climb, so we want to get up quickly. Okay, 8,500. You just do high speed if controls are off. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose because it's like 250 under 10,000 is the rule. I'd yeah, you're right. Probably could go high speed, but I'll just hang on. It's only 1,000 feet more. Okay. Well, we're nearly there. We'll bring up the nose. Go, nose coming up. 300 knots selected. We're through 10,000 there. We're going to lower the climb rate slightly. 1,500. And we're going to bring up the visor. Cool. There we go. Why go 272? Yeah, so because it's an intermediate cruise altitude and we're going east, flight level 270 is going to have to be used until we begin our acceleration. Just because we're going eastward and it's considered a sort of almost cruise altitude. What was the warning for? Oh, it was just trim. Because it's considered almost a cruise altitude, we're going to have to go to 270 until we're out and beginning our further climb. Yeah, bit of a shame, but yeah. Right. Like 0.6, so not quite needing to do anything yet. Good. Looking for 350, so we're going to go as quick as we can here without going over 0. We're going to look for Mach 0.95. I'm going to sit at 0.95. I'm just going to boost up the range on the weather radar here. We've got a couple of patches of weather ahead of us. We should climb over them as we keep going. There we go. It's found 350. Let's keep accelerating up to 380. Let's keep that climb on. Go. There's 0.7. Brake fans can come off. The engines can go into normal. And then we're going to check some fuel stuff. So 5A and 7A has still got fuel in. They won't be drained yet for a while. Let's check our TCAS, it's all fine. And on the overhead then, I'll turn off the seatbelt signs in a minute. We'll do sort of a seatbelt signs off for 20 going over Europe, and then we'll turn them back on again as we begin our acceleration. Oh, Daniel, you might be right. Sorry, maybe it is. Oh no, I can't remember. Maybe it is. I should know. I'll have to Google. What waypoint we going to? 2. Okay, we're good. There you go. We're off the charts now. Get rid of that. In fact, just get rid of the iPad. There you go. 380. We'll keep a climb up. Let's keep going a little bit. Going right up. So we've got Euro Control online. Meet you at OBBI. Yeah, certainly. Yeah, absolutely. Whatever you want to do. Yeah, it'd be nice to have you flying with us. So yeah, absolutely. Oh, we're not going to go into Euro Control. He's a little bit too high for us. Well, no, we'll go into Adria radar if he stays online when we get there. The F2 flight plan though. Yeah. Yeah, you would. That's a bit of a faff. Down to you, really, mate. Happy to meet you at Bahrain, or you could, yeah, take off from somewhere. Alright, we are climbing. Look at the clouds outside, look at that, that is lovely. I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit. That is nice. That is Xplane 12. It's looking lovely. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Right, turn it back up onto the side. Right, we're going through 20,000 then. So still going up. We're at 380. I'm just going to push it up to 384. As at 27,000, that's about 0.95. We're going to switch to INS nav. I have completely forgotten to do that. That's my bad entirely. In fact, I'm going to open up Navigraph, the app, just to check how badly I messed up there. Unload. There you go, guys. Always remember to switch to INS nav. It's not that far. We were only just past Stetling, and we're only going to DVR, so it's not that far away. So that's all right. But that's not great. Oh well. Okay, we're good. We are all good. I'll show you our route then on Navigraph there. This is where we are. We're just coming over Dover. I'm going to head down over Italy, northern Italy there, and down over the Mediterranean. Then up, down, across into Bahrain. A good fun route. So yeah, that's what we're up to. Right, we're just coming through 0.9. Still climbing nice and quickly there. Yeah, I'll turn off the fast and seatbelt signs just because we're going to be sat at 270 for a fair bit. Super. We're going well. There's 0.91. We've flown over the bits of weather, so I think we're alright. Let's turn the gain up, see what we get. Didn't think it would make a difference. Oh well. Okay, so... Oh, we're going left there towards Conan. There we go, and we're just approaching 270, about there. There it is. Once we level out, we'll just fine-tune the speed to hold 0.95, and we're 5A and 7A are now empty. They won't be full again during the flight, so we can switch them off. 5A and 7A being the tip tanks on Concorde. So, there they are, 5 and 7A, right on the edge. They are main tanks, but they empty quite quickly after takeoff, and then they're not used again. The fuel is pumped from front to tail and into tanks 5 and 8. So, yeah. It's an interesting little config of tanks. Tell you what, maybe from Bahrain we can have a go at doing it manually. That'd be good fun. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit there for you guys. Sorry, the background, so it's not just my voice. There we go. Yeah, well, maybe from Bahrain we'll have a go. That'd be good fun. Right, and there's 27,000 feet, and we're just hovering around 0.9. There it is, 0.9495. And we're under this layer of cloud, unfortunately, but there we are. Going along. And we have to hold here for a while now, until we're out over the, I think, Adriatic Sea. That name I keep forgetting. The little sea. I have to Google Maps. For reference, I'm trying to work out what the name of this sea is. I'm pretty sure it's the Adriatic. Google Maps. Where's the Adriatic? Yeah, Adriatic. Hey, look at that. Hey, not bad. Right, oh god, that's a bit of a kick. Oh. 83 tons of fuel. I think that's we're all right for now. But we'll certainly keep an eye on how we're going. We don't want to be drinking the fuel too quickly now. But we'll keep going along. Super. There we are, nicely leveled. We're all good. We are all groovy. There's something of a bit of an outlining there. A bit weird. Maybe it's just the light. So, I did upgrade to the beta actually. It was suggested I did it last stream. We upgraded to the beta, and I have to say it's a lot better. When we get further east towards Singapore, we'll be landing in the night time or darkness, that kind of thing. Or evening. It might be evening actually. We're going quite quick. And so we'll get a nice look at how the lighting changes, because of course we've taken off at midday here. So as we go east, we're chasing the night that's coming towards us. We're getting like a double speed. So the night is we're going to meet the night at a closing speed of about 3,000 miles an hour. So it might even be evening in Bahrain. I mean, I've forgotten what are they 8 hours ahead of the UK? No, not 8 hours ahead. Live time Bahrain. It's currently 2:48, so we'll be there in about 3 hours. So it'll be about 5 p.m. Bahrain. Oh yeah, so it'll definitely be night. That'll be quite good fun. We'll have a look at the lighting conditions in Xplane 11 or Xplane 12, which is quite an impressive thing. Can't get right up to tune it a little bit more. I want it to get right up to 0.95. There, Mach hold. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mach hold there. You can see the plane is quite heavy. It's got quite a pitch up just to hold level here. But whoa, what's it doing now? Goodness me. It's throwing us around. We'll go back down to speed mode, hold, and we'll slow up. I think we just accidentally broke the sound barrier slightly. Sorry, people of France. I think that's what it just did. Aha, there we go. Rolling right. Beautiful turn. Oh, moon rain. That's quite sad. There goes the descent again. I think it's when you go through the sound barrier, the way Colimata have programmed this plane, it has a change of flight model when you go through the sound barrier. So if you've ever noticed, you get a sort of change in the speeds and everything once you go through the sound barrier. That's the sort of flight model change that Colimata programmed in. It's quite a clever way of being able to get it handling differently. But it means that when you're teetering on the edge like we were there, you get this going on. So we're going to have a bit of oscillation for a minute. So what I'm going to do is just manage that myself. I woke you up with the loud bang. What? Which one? Oh yeah, of course you're in France, Casey. I get it. I know that was a little bit cheeky. But hi, Casey. How are you? Nice to see you again. So, which waypoint was our acceleration? Oh, I'll have to check on Discord. Hang on. Oh, Mito. Oh, Mito player. Oh, is he joining us? I didn't realise you were flying with us, Mito. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, we're at the cloudlet. That's nicer again. Where's Mito? Is he indeed coming with us? I've seen some photos of him flying a Concorde. Oh, he's going to Barbados instead. Ah. Still a very nice place to fly. Very nice. Right, Concorde route, here it is. So, Excel point 25 to Amlon. Waypoint 11. Oh, okay. Let's just check. Oh. Amlon. Oh, I don't know if I have that. How again do I have that? Taking a nap in the garden. Absolutely. Where's waypoint Amlon? Oh, is it just over the sea? I have not programmed that. That is my bad. Well, we've got VIC. VIC, where is it? VIC, there it is. 113.4. It's a VOR, just on the coast. We can set that up and start picking that up, but it is 453. Yeah, exactly. Once you're in the sea of Italy, yeah, you're right. Waypoint 8, yeah, you're right. Cool. So when we pass over waypoint 8, we'll then begin our acceleration. Look at that. It's a nice plane to be cruising over in. Fantastic. Bit of a long trek. We're like a subsonic plane, aren't we? We're, shuttle busing across Europe. This is what takes the most time on this flight. As soon as we're over the sea, we're then up to full speed all the way down to Bahrain, and that'll be quite quick. But this bit, hey, it's slow. Right. In fact, how long is this flight? I think it's just over 3,000 miles. I don't think the flight to the US is that long. Oh no, it's slightly longer, so it's a little bit shorter. So, but because we've got this long bit of subsonic cruising, that's costing us. If you're not already, please do hit the like and subscribe. It's really, really appreciated. Big help out. So thank you very much. What if I slide into the nose a bit further? If I put the camera as if it's a GoPro they put inside the nose, which would not be a good idea, but it's quite good fun. You can see the actual nose. Can't see it from back here. It's quiet in the nose as well because we've gone through the little bit of glass that is separating that's the normal glass for the flight deck, and I think it's actually the pressurization as well. I don't think this. Oh, what did I click? The throttles move. No. Looks like good. Pretty sure. Don't think the nose is pressurized. No, it's not. So we're outside. This is the pressure bulkhead glass. This is just for streamlining purposes. Nice. OBBI from Singapore. Then meet you for leg 2. Oh, super. That's a cool route. Nice. If you're just joining us, we're currently cruising over northern France, subsonic unfortunately, but making our way down towards the Adriatic, where we'll then blast through the sound barrier on our way down towards Bahrain. A lovely destination that is bright sun, and we're going to be chasing the sunset on our route eastbound this time. Because of that, we'll get the opportunity to have a little look at Xplane 12 in the new beta version I'm running. 2.6, I think everyone's got it now, but it'd be nice to have a look at it at the sunset as we'll get like an accelerated sunset as we chase it, so it'd be nice to see how that works and then how dark it goes. Apparently they've updated the darkness, so it should look much more realistic, so that should be good fun to have a look at that. So that would be nice once we get there to have a look at how that works, so looking forward to that. It should be nice. And then once we get to Bahrain, we're going to make our way down to Singapore for the second leg of our route today in this big long haul stream. And then I'm going to have to get another stream scheduled in actually, because we need to keep following this up. But I think for our next stream we'll probably I'd like to have a look at either the Flight Factor 350 or the Tolis A340. Both really nice planes. I think we'll probably do the A340. I enjoy flying that a lot. So, and it's good fun. And it works really well in Xplane 12 actually. Tolis have done a really good job of it, so I'm a big fan of that. So that was increasing slightly then. Down through 80 tons of fuel. You can see the predicted range there, about 2,900 miles. So that's good. If we took off now, we wouldn't be able to make it, but we're plenty far into the journey, a long way in, so that's all good. Nice. You can see there on the thing, it thinks the plane's dead flat in terms of trim. It's dead flat. You see, we've got quite a nose up going on. That's because we're quite heavy there, and so we're keeping a nice nose up attitude to keep us going along. Tolis, yeah, absolutely, Daniel. It'd be good fun to fly that. So I'll look forward to trying to have a go at flying that. It should be good. They've got the taxi camera working in that now. It's so you actually see the nose wheel moving. It's quite impressive. So that should be really good fun to have a look at. So we'll definitely have a go. I believe we've crossed over... No, we're not quite into the border. Are we in Germany yet? No. No. We're over Belgium currently. And we're going to be crossing over into Germany shortly. Nice. We'll then have a brief trip over Austria before, of course, going into Italy and Italian airspace down the coast. It's a shame actually, we pass quite near to Cairo, but don't actually see Cairo. We might, if we really squint and look right, we might be able to have a quick glimpse of the pyramids, but I'm not sure, so we might be able to see. Depends how clear it is down there, the weather and things. Might be able to see, that'd be quite nice. There's the Adriatic control online, so we'll be passing through their airspace, so that'd be nice. Me too, I know, absolutely. I'm stalling time till we can go supersonic. We're just sat sort of at this intermediate kind of a cruise, aren't we? Bimbling along, waiting to go supersonic. Oh, we've got lots of ATC on there. We've got Adria, we've got Athena, who I think will be in, and then we've got Cairo. Nobody on at Bahrain currently, but I'm sure there will be at some point. It's quite busy down here. Of course, Dubai is, as always, full of traffic. Quite a few people flying 777s. What's its released the new 777? No, there's a freeware one. I don't think there's a payware one. The World Liner. Two months ago. Oh yeah, there is a new one out then, is there? A new 777. Oh, sorry. Oh no, I don't think it is it? Or is it? I don't know. This is a freeware 777 that looks actually pretty good. $25 to Amlon, yeah, that's the one. Worldliner Pro, they have indeed released it. Well, hey. Oh no, no they haven't. No, that's not what I thought it was. I thought they'd updated it at some point. The Worldliner Professional. I thought that was something that was happening. Maybe I'm wrong. I tell you what, this freeway 777 looks great. I'll have to have a look at that at some point. I'm going to save that. Willie Camel, hello. Welcome. How do I bookmark it? I get favorites. Cool, there it is. Right. Bookmarked in. Right, how are we doing on our progress then? What were you doing? Whereabouts are we? What's going on? Ah, we're still chugging across Europe. Goodness me. Passengers are eager as well. That's why you fly on Concorde, you know. You want to get there. 095, man, we're slow. Everything's still all fine in the back here. Everything looks all good. I think it's all fine. Making some progress down. There you go, look at the back. 670, I don't know what the one's there for, we're not doing that quick. 670, minus 34 outside, 27,000, 095, flickering to 96 every now and then. Yeah, out the window, look. I find that funny in Concorde. Look at the size of the window and then look at the sort of wraparound that comes with it. It's much larger than the actual window itself to try and give that impression of size and try and improve the size of the window. Like if I go outside, you can see, oh, like it's a really tiny window then when you go into it, they've sort of made the like surroundings slightly bigger to try and improve what it looks like. Nice. She's back up front. Well, hang on till we accelerate then. It's going along very nicely. So, who's that? Bremen radar. Ooh. No, I don't think we might go near there. We got. Let's have a look, see. No, it's too far north, yeah. Oh, Willie Cameron, he's struggling with the autopilot. It won't connect. Oh, okay, interesting. So, at any point, so like, when you try and flick it on, does it flick off, or are you not able to click the button? Does it sort of like, what I mean is like, when you're trying to flick it on, does it then flick back off, or is it just not going on at all? If it's not going on at all, it might be you've got a hardware binding set to autopilot, or auto throttle. Have a look at that, because if you have a hardware binding, it might not work. If you already checked that, I'd say try releasing the controls entirely. Maybe you sort of got pressure on when you're trying to turn on the autopilot. Maybe that's helping. Yeah, Daniel's on it. Might be one of them. Can't think what else it would be. Yeah, that would be another thing if you've got like, but no lights coming on. So I think you might have Daniel's problem. That would seem like the avionics are not on. Make sure you got these guys on down here, 1 and 2. But if you have, I think Daniel, you have that problem, don't you? That the avionics gets turned off. I think check your hardware, Willie Camel. I think you might have an avionics binding or something like that. Bound to sort of turning it off. I made myself a cup of coffee and I've forgotten to drink it during the takeoff and everything, so now it's cold. It's a bit grim. That's not nice. Oh, that's grim. I'll swill it with some water. That might make it taste better. Tell you what, after this new update, yeah, no worries, Camel. Let us know how it goes. Well, it's quite a long stream. We'll be on for like 8 hours or something. So come back and tell us how it went. See, this is where it starts to look on Microsoft Flight Sim now in the beta. Look, we've got these nice clouds peeking up. The dirt on the windscreen is pretty amazing, and then the reflection is not bad as well. So that's quite good fun. Looks good. Just make sure on the settings I've got it all on. Switch on night lighting automatically. No, we don't want that. Yeah, I think we have, haven't we? Yeah. Pretty nice. Yeah, that like plume of cloud. That's sort of Microsoft Flight Sim level. The only thing Xplane could do better is, look, when I'm zoomed in, it looks lovely. When I zoom out, I get sort of like a slight pixely around the edge. That might be me not having anti-aliasing high enough. I think it probably is. But it looks good. Cool. Well, good luck, Camel. Oh, what did I just? I flicked something. There we go. Oh, look, we've got a read on VIC. I don't think that's the same VIC. It thinks we're 42 miles away. Not sure we are. 113.4. I don't think we're 43 miles away. We're still 350 or so by my reckoning. But, you know, close to something on those lines. 11355? No. Just seeing if I can find it, what we're going towards. Well, we've crossed over the border. We're now in Germany. German airspace. Normally German's very busy. I suppose it's the middle of the day, isn't it? I'm hoping that later on it'll get busy when we get down towards Singapore. I'm not sure. There's normally ATC on. Yeah, about now is the problem. So I'm not sure in 3 hours it might be quiet there as well. I might sort of miss the time zones. Do you know what I mean? It'll be midnight by the time we're landing their time, and our time it'll be evening, and everyone will be online. So we might sort of miss the control. So we'll have to see, but hopefully not. Now Singapore. Right, just check. I haven't got any scenery for Singapore, so it might not look great. I think I need to get some, don't I? Well, maybe if we're doing a livery change or something, we'll see. Absolutely, yeah, we'll hang on in Bahrain, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a break at Bahrain for like 10 minutes to get a drink and things, and then we'll be back and carry on. Down, all the way down to Singapore. We're going to go right over the sea there, so we'll be a long way from land. So that'll be quite fun. I'm looking forward to this, the whole new shading and everything. That's a big cloud there, wow, that's quite high. You can't really see much out the Concorde cockpit. I know that's sort of silly, but you know what I mean. Yeah. What we got on the back then? How's things going down at his end? 74 tons of fuel left. That's not bad. What else we got going along for us? We got. Well, that seems all fine. Seems all fine to me. I'm just going to adjust the sounding slightly. Just turn up Xplane a little bit to like there, and then turn my headset down a little bit. There we go. That's pretty nice. 27,000. We're hanging along. Making quite good progress, actually. We're making pretty quick progress. If we were sort of, a normal airliner, you'd be going, wow, we're moving. But, not for Concorde. There's quite a bit of wind up here, I think. Yeah, 30 degrees, 223 degrees, 30 knots. So if we look back from the outside view here, just turn the volume down a little bit so it's bearable, you can see that we've got a bit of drift going on. It's quite cool. See, this is like looking at a Microsoft, the DC Designs Concorde from Microsoft Flight Sim. This is like looking at the DC Design one, but not actually flying the DC Designs one. It's, Xplane 12 is really very nice. Heritage Avionics Pack, yes, I've been recommended that before. You're right, I should give it a go, shouldn't I, Mr. Chessing? I need to give it a go. I haven't gone for it yet, but is it really good? Is it worth it? Oh, what do I do? Does it, Daniel? Do you use it, or does someone else use it? I think it's. Well, Mr. Chessing, what do you reckon? Is it good? Is it worth it? Let me have a look. What we got? Heritage Avionics Pack upgrade 3.0. Oh, it's got the option to set 1 and 3 and have them used individually. Nice. Ah. Oh, it adds the whole. Oh, it adds a whole fuel panel for the trimming. Oh, that's good because that's not here in this one. Engine control schedule low when you flick it. That's good. Now I haven't got around to it either though. Oh, and it's got the actual fuel trimming pages and stuff. That makes things a lot easier. Nice. It looks really good. We got some fuel trimming to do as well, which is super. If you use the pack, I'll definitely be downloading that. Automatic installers sounds good to me. I won't install it yet, but I've downloaded it and I will get on that. Thank you, Mr. Chassing. We'll have to have it a go at some point. Right, how are we going? We're making our way towards TGO, which is just slow Germany. Clouds have cleared up a little bit. We're going to go over the Alps though, so we should get a nice view of the snow-covered peaks. Should be pretty cool. Wow, what a lovely, lovely looking plane. Let's have a look what we got. Right, there it is. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We got. Okay, right, hold on. Right, I'm just trying to find a plane to match this with. Hang on. What's slightly smaller? Hold on. I'll tell you what I'm up to in a minute, guys. I'm trying to work something out first. It's got a relatively small wing area, Concorde, although it's got a lot. So the wing area is 358 square meters. So it's bigger than a 320, not as big as a 340 or 350, which makes sense, you know, given its shape and stuff. So then I'm trying to look at. Oh wow, the prototype aircraft was very different to the production specs. It was 9 meters shorter than the one we're flying now. I'll show you what I'm up with. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Which one is it? Screen capture. But there you go. This is what I'm looking at. So you can see we're looking at the prototype, which had the non-windows down the front and quite a short blunt nose and quite a short blunt tail, whereas they then went to the pre-production, which had a much longer nose, 60 meters. However, when you then go to the production aircraft, they made it 61, so they made it even longer. But the pre-production one, this one, was only 51 meters long. It's quite a short little plane. So that's what I was looking at there. Apologies. I was only interested because I was thinking, you know, they really stretched it to make it longer and longer, the plane, as I think they found it was better for supersonic flight. But initially, they weren't sure, and the same as Concorde ski, they didn't have the glass at the front because they weren't sure how that would react either. So kind of interesting as the development of the plane went on, what they changed, what they kept the same, but what they upgraded. Yeah. Right, we got some stuff to do, I think now. We are passing through waypoint 5 to 6, so we need to do some reprogramming. So, what did we get up to? Waypoint 9, 4025. 4025. Ah, that was that one. So, our next waypoint is waypoint 1, which is north 3730. 0 east 019 30 decimal 0. Then we are off to north 3525 east 02140 400. That's it. Good. Then we got the next one, 3430 east 02410. I did the same waypoint twice. Wait, no. 214240. Yeah, that was right. Okay. Then we've got waypoint 4, which is the last one we can program for today. That is Alsace, which is north 35021 east 034394. Nice. And then we'll have to update the others once we pass through 5 so that we can keep doing them without running over the other ones. We're in a 3 IRL. Yeah, that's good going. I'm trying to think. So I'm going to bring up a map of where they all are. Map of Concorde. It should know what I mean. Does it know what I mean? No, it doesn't know what I mean. Okay, go back. Yeah, sure is. Got it. Okay. Yes, that's what I was looking for. There we go. Right, share screen, share screen. Right, let's just make that a bit smaller. There you go. Oh, Concorde's in a turn. There we go. Nice. Right, so look, this is what I was looking at. Look, there you go. So we got the one in Manchester, 204, which is BOAC. I've been in that one. Then we got the one down in Bristol, sorry. That's a nice one. Managed to get myself in that as well, you know. BOAF, nice. What's this one? What's this one? 002. Ah, yes, that is at the Fleet Air Arm Museum, yeah. That's a very nice. I recommend visiting there. It's quite cool. That is one of the pre-production planes. So that's quite cool. 208 at Heathrow, of course. And then 202, which is, I think, Brooklands. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. So, quite a few in the south of England. Oh, what's that one? What's that? 101. That is AXN, Imperial War Museum at Duxford. Yes, in fact, yes. I've seen that. That is a nice one. Then the 206 up in Edinburgh. And then there's quite a few scattered around the US. That's an Air France one at 212, I think. There's one in New York, isn't there? That is pretty cool. Nice. Very nice. Super. There's some cool planes that they've. It's nice that they scattered them around the whole country. It's pretty cool. Do you click on remote to sync all 3 INSs like in 747-200? 212 is oh, okay. Oh wow. My bad. Yeah, okay. Which ones? Do I click on? Oh, sorry. You have to show me what you mean. Sorry. Remote to sync. I'm not sure actually. I normally the plane when you're in AP1 at least, which is what I tend to always stick in, flies off the captain's INS. So I just stick on that for now and just program in this one. But I imagine you probably could. Should we give it a crack and then worst case I'll just reprogram. If you click remote, do I have to click remote? Can't remember. I'm not sure is the honest answer, Mr. Vetter. I think you probably in the real plane. I'm not sure if it's simulated. Don't know. Yeah, only one ICS. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So, yes, I think you probably did in reality, but not in this one. We got anyone? Mr. Perring, the one in It's interesting. It's right next to 124. Oh really? Yeah. So hold on. Is that the Bring it back up again for us. Is that the one? That up here, isn't it? Is that this one? Shim Shem 214. I'm not particularly good. With American locations, what we got? Click remote on all three. Oh, okay. Shall we go? Let's see if we can get that going. That's interesting that it's next to a 2144. That's quite a nice comparison to be able to make. Right, remote. Do you reckon it'll sync up? Yeah, Daniel's right. Only one simulated, but it looks like they've done something. Yeah, they have sunk. That's quite cool. So maybe they are. I think it sort of half works. I don't think I've quite programmed in VIC correctly. 6 to 7. I think I might have got it slightly wrong as we're drifting slightly off course here. What we got? One in Germany. That is pretty cool. I've had a notification my TV will be turned off. Right, there we go. Turn it back on. That is pretty cool to make that comparison between the two. Right, VIC. Wait, what? Where are we going now? I did not program that correctly. What are we off to? 47447. What's that one? That's for KPT. Why did I program in KPT? It's not on the flight plan. Kempton. I don't think that's on the flight plan. Let's check. Oh no, it's halfway point between these two. No, we're still on track. We're still on track. That's all good. It's basically one IS-3 facing common. Yeah, okay. Oh wow. Oh, you saw it land in New York. Oh, that's pretty amazing. That's pretty special. I'm very jealous of you. That's nice. I don't mean, see the static. That's pretty nice. We're making some progress, so we're going to go over the Alps, and then we basically skip over the Alps, and then we're accelerating to supersonic. Here we are, making our way down here. You see how I got confused, we were off route, but we're actually heading to KPT, which is this one here. So we're heading to there, then we're heading to VIC. It looks like Navigraph hasn't remembered that that's part of our flight plan. So we're going to head there, and then we'll head down, and once we get to Vic, we're going to, as soon as we pretty much head over the sea, which we do by looking out the window, although there is a waypoint, but it hasn't locked up on my flight plan. But once we're over the sea, we then begin our acceleration. So a quick jump over the Alps, and we will be heading up to supersonic, which should be pretty good fun. We'll then start making some real progress, because at the moment we're bimbling along, aren't we? Yeah, you're right. It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty. The Seaver in this, it's not like the Felis at all. No, in fact, it is the G1000. You're exactly right, because it's X1000, isn't it? It's just this one here. When we put in the route in there, it just writes a route in here. Yeah, it'd be nice if in a future update, maybe V4 or something like that, we could have a custom INS. That would really top it off. I tell you what, I do like not having to use Seaver INS. You know, the sort of old plugin in Xplane 11 we used to use. It's nice to not have to use that, but you're right. It's it's a shame that it's still quite an old sort of way of doing it rather than doing it like Felis. I agree. But I hopefully we'll see that coming at some point. Right, what we got? I did waypoint 4, didn't I? 3502. Yep, that's Alsace. Then we've got Nikas, which I can program now, which is 35116. East 03543 0. Then do waypoint 6 as well, which is can't remember. TRF, which is north 3141 8 east 03844 Wish the plugin was still compatible. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is much more realistic. You're right, but yeah, exactly. It wasn't quite. Oh God, my TV's pinging at me. Okay, yeah, it didn't quite integrate it, didn't it? I had quite a few problems with it, sort of trying to link up initially. So yeah, you're right. It's it was more realistic, but then I think using it the way it was as sort of a window, I think was a bit faff. So I think I don't know. Yeah, if it was here now, I think I'd probably stick with the plain one, just because it's nice to have it inside the flight deck, even though it's not great. But, you know. Well, there's a nice view, Concorde with the Alps. It's pretty nice. Just out the window here. That's pretty cool. Deadpool, hi. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I think I skipped over your comment a while ago, Daniel. You're pushing back in Singapore. That's super. You're going to head up to Bahrain, aren't you? And then we'll meet you at Bahrain and turn around and head back. That should be good fun. Right, just check on any controllers we've got. I don't think we've got any on right now. But if we're looking to make our acceleration, we want to make sure we're not going to bump into one of them. Is the Concorde hard to fly? That's a good question. Actually, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, so we're going to pass into Adria 130. Just prime him up, and then we'll talk to him once we go in. We should be beginning our acceleration just before we go into his airspace. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that. So, yeah, Concorde hard to fly. Used to fly airliners and jet fighters. Oh, super. Well then, I mean, Concorde, it's just like any other plane, you know. Once you learn it, it's yeah, exactly. You said you fly the other ones. Once you've learned how it works, you know, not too hard really. I'd say it's certainly more of a challenge, and I prefer it because of that to an A320, say. But you know, again, it's just procedures really. It's more challenging just because it's got more things to do. You know, you accelerate through the sound barriers. That just brings with it more things that you got to do, and then of course there's 3 people rather than 2, so just a bit more to do. But that's quite good fun really. So yeah, I think it's a challenge at first, certainly. I mean, my first flight in Concorde lasted about 20 seconds. I was on Vatsim with Jones Aviation, who I'm not sure if he's still here, might be. I was very confident. I just got Xplane, and I was thrilled. Taxiing out in Concorde, I was like, oh, look at this, I'm all good at this. And then I can't remember what it was I hadn't done. It was something really, really silly. I think I'd overloaded the plane or not done the fuel properly, something along those lines. And when I took off, I rotated, and the nose rose up dramatically. And before I could even shove the nose back down, we went into a deep stall, and I crashed into the house at the end of the runway. it was quite a terrible first flight, but I learned from my mistakes, and hopefully don't make that now. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so it's a bit hard to fly. I'd say practice off Vatsim. That's not advice I took, but I would maybe try that first. Yes, unless you're confident. But I'd say try it off fly first, and then you should be better. The quality gap is quite massive. Yeah, you're right, Mr. Payne. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is quite a massive gap for the 747. Yeah. I guess it's difficult. You're right. Because I was saying as earlier, there's sort of a change in flight model almost when it goes through the sound barrier. Is that why they're asking more? Because they're saying, hey, look, we've had to almost make a whole different sort of set of rules and things for when it's supersonic, and they've worked in clever things like, I don't know how it behaves up there. There's quite a lot of other systems as well, but then there's a lot in the feelers too. You're right. I think yeah, maybe it is a little bit cheeky, but we'll have to see. Yeah, you do. Absolutely more sensitive with the controls. Yeah, I mean, I haven't done in a long time. When I first got it, I took manual when we were supersonic, but I haven't done in a long time because, yeah, exactly that. Be very careful with the controls. Jones Aviation, he'll tell you differently, but yeah, you should be a little bit careful with the controls, absolutely. So, yeah, exactly that. So just... That's kind of good fun, though, isn't it? I do enjoy going supersonic. And speaking of that, we're going to be going very shortly. So we're going to be flying down over, What's this town? Is it Venice? We're going down over Venice? I think we are. Google Maps will tell me. There we are, I'm bringing it up. Right, see where we're going to be going down over. Yeah, Venice, we're going to be going, yeah, exactly over Venice. Well, that'd be nice, we'll have a look out the window in a minute. We'll begin our acceleration just after we go supersonic over, just past Venice, which should be good fun. There's an airport near here, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Oh, it's right on the coast. Venice Airport. Literally, right on the coast. Wow. Super, well, exactly that. We'll get over Venice and then we'll begin our acceleration. So that should be not too long at all now. And then we're up and running. Lucky we have an autopilot. Yeah, yeah, if this was a manual plane, it'd be very, very tricky. Just because you have to be so careful, don't you? Yeah. Right. We've got 70 miles till we pass over VIC, which is VOR, and that is about maybe 40 miles away from our acceleration point. So we got a bit to go, but what we'll do, we'll switch on the seatbelt signs so that everyone has enjoyed the sort of hour or so we've had of going subsonic and enjoying a bit of moving around. We'll switch on the seatbelt signs so that they will make their way back into their seats, ready for the acceleration once we get over the Alps. Where are we flying over now then? What have we got? This is Bolzano. It has got its own airport. If we leave Concorde for a minute. Oh look, we're making a nice contrail. Has got its airport down here somewhere. We'll catch back up with Concorde. Concorde went to Venice for its tour. Oh, nice. That's a pretty cool place to go in Concorde. They could do their entire flights using after. Oh, Concorde and the SL-71. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because of course, we use it for the acceleration, don't we? Where you're right, the SL-71 that doesn't. Does that have to sit at afterburner? Maybe it doesn't. And yeah. Whereas that was the problem with Concorde ski. You had to have the afterburners on the whole flight, and it still only do like Mach. Sort of, it was 1. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert, but I assume it's about 1.7, 1.9, or maybe it did 2. It might have done 2 actually, but with the afterburners on, so it did not go very far in its flight. It was quite an internal Moscow to Stalingrad, places like that. So quite short flights, but yeah. Because of that, it just drank fuel, I think. So yeah, I think you're exactly right. It's quite an interesting plane in that sense. But it's cool. It's interesting that Concorde just must have a much better airframe design, I think, really, to be able to stay supersonic without the afterburners. So yeah, it shows that you really got to pay attention to being careful with your designs. I think there must have been some espionage going on, industrial espionage between the two, because Concorde ski looked very similar to Concorde. But then I think if you look at the wing design of the Concorde ski compared to Concorde, it's not as shaped, and I think that's probably why it could do supersonic without afterburner. Maybe, I don't know, speculating. Right, preparing for our acceleration then. So, what do we need to think about? Not much really. We'll look for the intake valves to start deploying once we get through Mach 1.3. Oh, we've got rain in the cloud here. 27,000 feet, so we're a little bit lower than we'd normally be because we're going this way. But that's not really a problem. It's near 1,000 feet. So we'll just dial up to 50,000. We'll hit altitude required max climb. We'll take manual throttle, whack it up to full, and then the afterburners in pairs, inboard first, then the outboards. Checking the weather ahead of us then, a couple around us, but nothing really ahead of us. So that is all good for our climb. The seatbelt signs are on. We want everyone in their seats. Quite a kick when we lob the burners on. And that is, I think, about that pretty much all checked. We're still in the takeoff and climb modes. We've got our heaters still on. They'll come off as we go a bit quicker. That is about it for us. I think we're all ready to go. So we'll just hang on until we get there. We're coming down towards Venice now. Once we get over these hills, we're then there. Can we see the sea yet? No, we can't. No, maybe it's a bit further to go. Maybe I'm being a bit eager. I think I am. Keen to go supersonic. That's, no harm in that, I suppose. You can see the progress bar along the top. Oh, no, you can't. Is it working? No, it's not. That's a shame. I can't seem to find... I think it's XPUIC I need to get that working in Xplane 12. Let's see what we got here. XPUIC, XP wide client. No, that's not what we're looking for. Xplane 12 version of XPUIC? Yes. XPUIC download page. Oh, it's only got Xplane 11. That's annoying. Maybe they haven't released it yet. Let's see if we can find... No. I'll have a look later. Espionage or not, but when designing a supersonic engine... Yeah, exactly, you're right, yeah. You're right, though. Yeah, there's only so much shape you can take, yeah. Yeah, you're right. But, man, it looks similar, didn't it? You're right, though, Super Cruise is a big advantage. It certainly did go for the pack in the engines. It did, didn't it? God. We got... Oh, it could go slightly quicker, actually. I'm wrong. It could do Mach 2.15 at a range of, 4,000 miles? No way. No way. Achieves through limiting the aircraft to short routes. Yeah, I didn't think it was 4,000 miles. Yeah. I thought so. It's just pretty... it's pretty crazy. I'm airborne. Ah, super. Okay, brilliant. Let us know when you get a bit closer. That's cool. Yeah. Good, good, good. Oh, what we got? Oh, it's turning. There we are. There's Venice coming into view out on the left-hand side there. That is super. Nice. Right. 400 miles to the next waypoint. Whoa. Oh yeah, it's a big run this over the Adriatic. We got a bit of a space to go, but there's Venice down there, straight ahead of us. The airport's off to our left. Don't think there's anyone around us. Oh, there's a couple of people. Probably going into Venice, presumably. Right, who have we got? Just looking for Venice, really. There it is. There's the city. That's nice. Yeah. Well, they kind of both were, to be honest. I think Concorde, yeah, it definitely was a bit of like, let's see if we can make a supersonic airliner, but I think ended up actually being a bit more practical than it was first presumed. You're right, though; it's not at all a practical plane, particularly, and that's why it didn't sell particularly well. Yeah, it certainly is a bit of prestige, but it's pretty good fun. You're right though. They did rush the T-144 just to say they did it first. But you know, I think you're right as well. In Soviet Union, it doesn't really work, does it? Because it's all over land. Whereas for the UK, it works a bit better, but still not great. Your favourite airline 787, Deadpool? Oh, interesting. I have to disagree with you though slightly. I think we flew down to Japan on a 787, and it was just very, very noisy. There's Venice though. Oh, there's a train line that goes in. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you know, I respect your decision. It's a nice plane. I think I'd have to say I prefer the 350 to the old 78, just because it's just not as noisy. It's just quite loud. Yeah, 380. Ah, man, that's a quiet plane. That's nice. And there's Venice going by in a flash. Well, not supersonic though, but still pretty quick for a subsonic plane. There it goes. So, quick fuel check. We've got 61 tons of fuel. It'll burn about 10 or so, getting us up to supersonics. That'll be 50. That will carry us pretty much all the way there. Yeah, in fact, that'll carry us there. No problem. We don't use much on the descent, but we use most of it on... I think I read somewhere Concorde uses about 50% of the fuel on the climb or something like that. It's quite drastic. You like the noise? Fair enough. Well, fair enough. Then the 787, great plane. Right, here we go. Not 95. Right. We are going to hang on until we get a little bit further over the sea. We're still over land here. I don't want to knock any Italian houses down with the shockwaves, so we'll hang on for a minute. Everyone's eager there, I'm sure now. So seatbelt signs are all on. Everybody's in their seat. Right, let's start to do some stuff then. So we'll dial at 50,000. Hang on there for a minute. I'll take manual throttle. In fact, actually, I'll leave it on for a second. We're getting there. We are over the sea. These guys might get a little bit of noise, but I think that's alright. Okay, we're over the sea. Here we go. We'll make a call on Unicom. Unicom, Speedboat Concorde 9091, just over the Adriatic Sea, beginning supersonic acceleration, flight level 600. Adriatic Sea traffic, Speedboat Concorde 9091. Yeah, that'll do. That's not bad. There's nobody really around, but here we go. Okay, so... Right, we're all good. So, let's do this. Auto throttle off. Altitude acquire. Max climb. Throttle coming on. There it goes. Inboard pair cutting in. Outboard pair cutting in. There we go. You see the fuel flows shooting up there from about 50 to 170. So you know the afterburners are on. There we go. We're cutting in there. Oh, it's in max climb, so it'll pitch up itself there to match that. So that's not a problem. And there we are, supersonic. I'm going to go outside, so cover your ears. It's going to be quite loud. Oh, that is loud. There we go, jetting away from Venice. Climbing rapidly up now. Daniel, dial 6,000, not 50,000. Oh, okay. I'll tell. Yeah, you. Yeah, we're going to go to 6,000. I'll tell you why I dial 50. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, not the microphone. I dial 50 just because I find often when we get to 50, of course, we want to engage max cruise, and I find sometimes in max climb mode the Colimata doesn't quite hit Mach 2, and when I hit cruise, we'll stay at sort of 1.95 or so all for the rest of the flight pretty much, and we should be Mach 2 at 50. I don't know, I haven't flown the V3 in a long time. Maybe it's better, I can't quite remember. But that's why I normally go 50. I don't, let it, when it starts to reach 50, barely level out before engaging 60 in max cruise, just a tad, just to have a brief second to let the speed catch up slightly. I might be wrong. Yeah, exactly. It might well be if the V3 is. I mean, I imagine in reality they went straight to 60, and then as they were passing through, engaged max cruise, and were just sort of monitoring it hit Mach 2. I just sometimes find it doesn't quite hit Mach 2. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, we'll see here what happens. So yeah, it might well be that we can just go straight up. Interesting. There's quite a lot of yaw on. That's rudder inputs. That's quite a lot. No, it definitely wants the rudder, doesn't it? It'll do, I suppose. If that's what autopilot's doing. It's quite a lot there. Yeah. Sorry, I'll warn you next time we go outside. Right, 1.25. The speed is building in the back. Then any warnings coming on? Doesn't look like it. The warnings there, just 5A and 7A shut off, but that is fine. On the front, there are no warnings. On the overhead, everything looks fine. We are coming through 35,000 feet. Quite a slow climb here. You can see the chrono.
Mach 1.3. Ramps moving confirmed.
Thank you. You can see the chrono there just ticking through 4 minutes 20. Not bad. We don't exceed 12 minutes, of course, so I think we should be alright. Ever gotten it to 60,000? Yeah, well, I've done it a couple of times going to Barbados, but you're right, never, when we're going to JFK and things, never, not never, but not often. We might be able to here, I'm not sure, it's kind of not actually that long supersonic, so we might not, don't know, we'll have to see. We might well make it, I'm not sure, we'll have to see how we go. Hopefully we will, that'd be quite good fun. 1.3, 1.4, we're good. He said ramps moving confirmed, didn't he? And so there they come, 10%, dropping out a little bit more each time. Hey, there we go, we're moving a lot quicker now. What are we up to? Already 850, that's nice. There goes 39,000 feet, look at the climb rate. Massive now, just under 4,000 feet a minute, that's better. Yeah, going up to 60, yeah. I was explaining to Daniel, so I leave it in 50. It's just me, I find it, as I say, I can't remember, guys. It might well be that we shoot through 50,000 feet and we're already Mach 2, in which case, next time, we'll dial 60. But I find often when I get to 50, it's supposed to be Mach 2. And sometimes it isn't. And if I put in max cruise, I find it doesn't often catch up to Mach 2. We stay just below for quite a while. So I'm going 50,000 feet first, just to ensure that we're Mach 2 when we hit it, and then we'll be good. I'll tell you what, I was worried about the fact that we might have quite a slow climb. I think we've burned so much fuel on our little transit across Europe that, yeah, we're climbing very quickly actually. So that's pretty good. There you go, it'll sort itself out. It's in max climb mode. Mach 1.66, we're getting ready to disable them at 1.7. That was a very quick acceleration. 69, 1.7. Outboards. Inboards. Yeah, you do. And there they go. And then we're just going to leave it at full power for the rest of the flight. I think the max climb should come down, hopefully. Yep, there we go. There goes the nose. Dropping down. Developing a bit of a list left, aren't we? I think it's turning. It's got a hell of a lot of rudder on. Yeah, that's a lot of rudder. What's the wind like? It still thinks it's only 30. That's fine then. I wonder why it's just monitor that. I had famously in one of the streams a while ago, we had quite a serious list left, so hopefully we'll avoid that. There we go, it's pitching back up again. 1.85. It looks like we'll probably do Mach 2, in which case I think let's just dial in 60. I'll just recycle the altitude acquire. And then I'll just hit max cruise as we go through. But I just find that we're about to go through 50 actually, and we're still quite a way off. I think for safety it was always make sure we're at Mach 2 at 50,000 feet, so just keep an eye on that. Something going on with the rudder here. We got 5 degrees on, and it's there we go, it's wobbling around there. I haven't got any rudder trim on, have I? No. No rudder trim on, it's the autopilot.
50,000 feet.
There you go, max cruise mode on. See, we're 195, yeah, it's a bit better in V3. In V2 I find I'm quite a long way down sometimes. Right, cruise mode and flight mode. Seatbelt signs coming off.
Passing Mach 2.
Passing Mach 2, okay, there we go, yeah, so we can go 60,000, cool. Love Concorde, you waited for another Concorde for 6 months and now it's here. It certainly is, it is it. We got 2 legs today, we're going Bahrain and then Bahrain to Singapore, so a lot to do, that should be good fun. Sunderman, hello. Glad to see you. Nice to see you. Hello. How's things? The right idea, adjusted seat there. That is very nice. We've just got that little bit of a kick left, haven't we? And then because we're yawing right, we've got a bit of a left drop. Left wing drop. How very odd. It's not, you know, champagne-wise, the champagne's going to fall over. 2.02, there it is. We are indeed at Concorde's max speed. How brilliant. And the temperature's starting to rise, look, 17. When it gets a little bit hotter, we'll turn off the heaters. You can see the weight there at the back, shifting right back there as the flight engineer trims us back. We'll do manual next time to see how it goes. I'm not great at it, but it could be fun. And maybe an Xplane 11. Ah, yeah. It won't accelerate now. Oh, man. Sometimes it does go wrong. Cookie, nice train. Yes, yeah. Actually, earlier I'd left train sim open, so we had a bit of lag initially, but it seems to have gone away a bit now. Yeah, exactly that. I meant boat. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Well, I have to do a train sim stream at some point. We're going pretty quick, actually. Look, we got 150. I think, have we got a little bit of wind maybe giving us a little bit of a shove? 228. Yeah, it's kind of coming from sort of across behind us-ish. So maybe getting a bit of a push from that. That yaw, though, is still quite a lot of rudder on. Keep an eye on that as we go along, just because don't want to have a repeat of the incident we had a while back. The heaters can come off then. We're getting pretty hot out there now. And seatbelt signs are all off. We are all cruising. Now it's just a case of watching our fuel as we go along, but we're bombing along. 150, that is pretty quick. I tend to work off about 1/200 for Concorde or so that's pretty good. This is nice. Good speed. 55,000 feet as well. We are shooting up. I think when we took off we were really heavy, but then we burned quite a lot of fuel going across Europe. So now we're pretty light and climbing very quickly. So we might well hit 60. You're considering buying Xplane 12 only for the Concorde? Yeah, the MSF one, it's not great, is it? Yeah. Well, I bought Xplane 12 because my Xplane 11 stopped working for a bit, and then it started working again. But I've actually spent quite a lot of time in Xplane 12 since then, because it looks really amazing, doesn't it? It looks like Microsoft Flight Simulator, all that kind of comparable high-end graphics, and yet the planes are just very detailed. For the Concorde only, I'd say Xplane 11 is almost as good, but then the visuals are so much better. So I think I'd say Xplane 12 is really good for the Concorde, especially if you've only got the MSF first one. This is a really good plane. It's a really big step up from that. I know there's a few things some of our subscribers say it could be better, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I think actually I'd say go for it. I mean, it looks really amazing. There's lots you can do. It's a really realistic looking sim. There is still a couple of bugs, but they're really ironing them out. So hopefully that'll get better as we go along. So it's really, yeah, really good. Dan, you might stay off. Oh, no, come join us, Join us in Bahrain. That'd be good fun. We'll make our way down to Singapore from there. That'd be good fun. It is much more stable, yeah. There's quite a few problems in this one, but yeah, that's sort of, I suppose, the trade-off for the visuals, I guess. I don't know. You're right, there are quite a few problems. We've got a bit of a list going on here. But, yeah. Open the door to the back. You really want the MSFS Concorde? What? I've heard it's not particularly great. From what I've seen, it doesn't look great compared to this. I don't know. Fair enough. I mean, you know, maybe down to you. But yeah, maybe it's good. I don't really know, to be honest. I haven't got it, so I can't speak from direct experience. Maybe join you. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll be there in a couple of hours. So yeah. Right, 8 to 9 then. Kind of distance time. We've got 10 minutes till we hit waypoint 9, so we're just going to do a little bit more reprogramming to get the rest of them up. So waypoint 6. Oh, the FS Labs. Oh, not DC Designs. Okay. I'm glad you meant that. I was a bit like, Daniel, going for the going for the what's this? Oh, I don't think so. That makes sense now. Well done. Yeah. Okay. Good. What do they make planes for? Is it P3D they make them for? Like, I like the look of their stuff. P3D 4.5. Okay. God, it looks good though, doesn't it? P3D, they do make look really good sometimes. Nice. Okay, so they're developing the one for MSFS. That's cool. Right. I released yesterday. Wow. Nice. That's pretty cool. I didn't realise. I don't have P3D, unfortunately, so I can't. That's super. Still waiting for the MSF one. Yeah. What?
Overspeed warning.
Oh.
Throttle back or climb.
Whoa. What is going on there? Whoa. That speed has dropped off there. Crikey, we're down to 187. What's going on here? Okay, just go altitude hold it for a minute. That is an interesting bug going on here. We're too quick airspeed, but we're nowhere near it on the max speed. But our ground speed's good. I think that's gone wrong. Our ground speed says we're still nearly Mach 2. And yet we're well over the VNO. What's happened there? Sorry, mate, what can you select with the switches under the cockpit selection screens in the passenger? No. What's that? Switches under the switches under the cockpit selection. Whereabouts do you mean? Under the cockpit selection. What are you talking about? Sorry. Whereabouts are they? I'm just going to deal with this. I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting a really weird problem going on here. The VMO is increasing. Is it? No, our airspeed's decreasing, even though our max speed's still very low. Okay. I'm going to keep the throttles at full. But we really need to be Mach 2, so I don't know what's quite going on. That is odd. Very odd. Yeah, love Concorde, so I don't quite know what you mean. If you give us a bit of an explanation of what you're talking about, I'll then be able to help. This is weird though. What's going down? Got a really weird situation here going on. We got the airspeed coming down. Yeah, our max speed's still low. It's like it hadn't loaded in the flight model for a second and then suddenly caught back up with itself. There you go, the speed's coming down as well. Okay, we're quite on the edge of fuel, so reluctant to go for an afterburner, but the speed's not increasing, is it? 490. Okay. Let's see what happens. We'll leave it at full power, full dry power. See what happens. But that is very odd, and we've got a slight list. I wonder what's going on. I've forgotten something. Don't think I have. We're all fine back here. This is exactly how it should be. It's just not quite okay. I'm gonna engage the burners. Just for a second to try and push this over. Whoa. Descending us quite rapidly now. I'm just going to give it a little bit of afterburner, just to push us back up. We're still well within the 12-minute limit, we're only at 7:30. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. I'll turn off the afterburners there. See, we're well into the VMA.
Passing Mach 2.
Yeah, thank you. Let's get altitude hold, please. Mach 2 there we go, it's holding. Sorry, so switches above the radio panel on the left doing. Ah, these guys. Down here. These lot. So. Not sure, I'll be honest. So, these guys, these feed the data down into the passenger cabin. Yeah, non-operational data. This is just for those guys in the back. But if you actually, interesting, this is 1400 miles an hour. We're going very quick. But then we're just only just Mach 2. Yeah, exactly. Colimata moment. That's what's going down right now. Alright, well, it seems to be holding Mach 2. I guess I'm just going to sit here for the rest of the flight and just make sure it doesn't do anything weird. Yeah, so that I can change it to all sorts of things. Turn it off as well. I don't know. I guess in reality they could, but I think for Colimata here it's not working particularly well. What's it doing now? It's descending. Can't go up, not down. No. Right, okay, fine, I'll do it myself. Yeah, it's Colimata moving. Don't know what's going on here. Right, well we got to sort out some waypoints, and we're about to go through waypoint 9. So we'll do a waypoint change, 9 to 1. Insert waypoint change. Right, there we go, it's swinging around. So we've done waypoint TRF. We've then got quite a lot of waypoints between here, so I'm going to make things easy for myself and do the ones which are necessary. So it's AAR. A lot cheeky, but it's alright. 30545. We have far too many waypoints, really. Waypoint 8. I know what person switches do, but these guys, these change the autosol. So I thought they did actually. I can't tell you actually. I'm not sure what they do. No, because there's that there. I think the nose up, nose down. No, I don't know, unfortunately. I will have to get back to you on that one. I'll have a bit of a check, and I'll have a look, and then I'll be able to tell you. So the nose is up, the gear are up, so it's not that causing the problem. I do not know what's going on. But now we're dropping out of supersonic. Within the limits. There's no warnings, apart from that VMO. Ah, interesting. Just manual change the roll and pitch settings. Ah, thank you. I know, Daniel. The problem is my Xplane 11 drive that was on an SSD was corrupted. Unfortunately, File Explorer crashed when I was accessing some Xplane 11 files, and so then it corrupted it. So unfortunately, the drive for Xplane 11 is in the computer shop. So I haven't got Xplane 11 at the moment. We are stuck with this sim. So we'll have to hope it sorts itself out. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck flying this one, which is a dodgy plane. So yeah, we'll see. Right, did I do this one? Yes. Right. Okay, I did AAR. Next one for us then really is going to be KFA. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully it'll fix itself. But I'm not sure. Right, there we go. The waypoints have been reprogrammed. 098 is doing all right. And is it just me, or does it look like the overspeed is coming up a bit? I'm gonna really zoom in on it and see. No, I don't think it is. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have to sort of manually work with vertical speed to see if we can hold it. I don't know what's going on with the imbalance though. Bring this bigger a bit. Oh, not that, not that. Don't do that, don't do that. Right, bring this up a bit. The fuel looks fairly balanced to me. We'll have to check the numbers back here. So, center tank's all good. We got more on the right hand side than we have on the left, if anything. Yeah, maybe it's a hard headwind, you're right. Must be a very strong headwind. It looks like it's only weak. Not sure. I think we'll have to see what's going on. It's a little, this is, you know, an argument for not hitting Concorde so much. It's a little bit buggy, isn't it? But, bit of a shame. I think it was going very smoothly up until then. Well, we're, you know, we have got the VMO warning, but we are doing 2.01, which I know is not overspeeding the plane. Maybe it's gear. Oh, that's me just seeing if that's causing the problem. No. Okay, well, what I'm thinking is we're only at 2.01. We know that that's not an overspeed. So, I don't know what the plane is thinking, but at the moment, we're good. In theory. Therefore, I'm inclined to say, let's just carry on at this altitude, at this speed. Do a Mach hold. 2.02. Level out the vertical speed. Just hold it here and see what we got. If you're new around here, guys, please hit the like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. It's really appreciated, so thank you very much. Okay. Right, well, it's going alright, I suppose. We're going along nicely. We'll see what happens. Yeah. We'll see indeed. What's that? Sorry, climb with vertical speed. Bugs, yeah. To recover from this. Yeah, we'll climb with vertical speed. And we'll just hold it here. It's in Mach hold. So in theory it should hold 2.02 regardless of the airspeed, and we will just we'll just go along like this. Anyway, out on our left is Greece, and that's looking nice. Can't quite see it, but down on our left there, and we're at 52,000. So we'll see how we go. 43 tons of fuel left. That is absolutely plenty. Going along nicely. Fuel calculation to make sure. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Let's see then, how far have we got to go? Better get out the calculator, add this up. Okay, so to go we have, let's get the calculator. I've got to add up 163, all the different legs on the flight plan. Oh man, that's a lot of legs, right? I'm deleting some of these waypoints. Where's TRF? There it is. So not that one. Yes, that one. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, there's a waypoint called RAF down there. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Right. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Right. How long's that? Plus, that's fair. We got about 1,700 miles left to fly. Oh, that's turning. Oh, good God! I had like a heart attack there. I thought it was in like a spiral, and I hadn't been paying attention. Although that is quite a hefty turn. That's all right. Okay. That's quite a steep turn, isn't it? Maybe I'm just not used to flying it for a while. No, that's about 30 degrees. Yeah, okay. Quite steep for cruise, but it's all right. There's quite a lot of force outwards because we're doing such a wide turn, so nobody's spilling anything, so it's quite nice. Okay, 1,700 miles. We could do a fuel calculation. I'm going to cheat slightly and just go this. Oh, whoa. We've got a little bit less fuel, according to this, than range. Okay. That's not good. That's often quite low. I think we can probably stretch it a little bit. 40 tons is still a lot of fuel. 1,700 miles is not that far. I think we'll be alright. But we can do a check, so... Right, on that, yeah, it is testing my math skills. Whew. So, I have to get a notes page up. Right, let's see how good I am at remembering this stuff. This is how I'm going to do it. Right, so... Whoa! That's very low fuel burn. Okay, maybe that's fine. Right, so... Speed equals distance over time. This is good. Right. Distance. We've got 1760 to go. Our speed is 1204 equals time. Time therefore equals 1760. Come down. Okay. Over 1, 2. Let's just call it 0. Right. So it's going to take us 1.4 hours. Okay, that's good. Right, now, we're using... This is presumably kilograms an hour, yeah. So we're using 63 kg, that's a 63 per hour, times 4 for the 4 engines. So 63 times 4 is 252 kg. No, 200 times 1,000, so hold on. 63 times 1, 1, 2, 3. 63,000. That's 63 tons an hour. That can't be right. Each fuel is using 63 tons an hour. No way. I've surely done something wrong here. You're the only one I found. Ah, thank you very much. Thanks very much, Love Concorde. That's nice. Thank you. I mean, yeah, it's kind of down to you really in the end if you want to buy it. I think so. It's pretty cool. It's quite good fun. Right. Let's continue the calculation. See how good I am at this. Right, okay, so maybe I'm just being silly, but you can check me in the chat. I think I'm not, am I? That does say 60 kilograms per hour times 1,000. So it's using 60 times 060, which is 60, times 1,000 is 60,000 tons an hour. That's a ludicrous amount of fuel burn. That can't be right. No way. Well, we'll do a calculation then based on that. So 63,000 times 4 is 252,000. 252,000 tons of fuel. Now, 252. No, sorry, yeah, I mean 63. Yeah, yeah, I got that wrong. 63 kilograms an hour. So that is 252,000 kg an hour. Yeah, there you go. I was just a bit silly. Right, so that is 252 ton an hour. That can't be right either. That's a lot. But that is kilograms divided by... That does equal 252 tons an hour. That's ridiculous. That's like... No. So, 60 kilograms... Oh, I'm being silly here. 60 times 4. Right, hold on. 240 kilograms per hour. Just times 1,000. That's what I'm interested about. It's not 60 kilograms an hour, is it? Because we're going through the field very quickly, so it's not 60 kg. It says times 1,000. 25 an hour. I think you're right. I think I've somehow lost... I'm being silly, aren't I? Yeah, there you go. Love Concorde's got it. I tell you, my math skills... Goodness me. Spent too long on summer holiday. Right, yeah. So it's 25 an hour. There you go. So we get file new. Yeah, that's it. So we got 25 tons an hour with 1.4 hours to go. 25 times 1.4 is about 35 tons of fuel required. So we'll have 5 tons left over. That's not a lot. There's no going around. That'll do. Mito player has got a screenshot.
Status 40 tons.
Flying over Venice. He's following us. Right, 40 tons. Yeah, I've just been silly. The speed thing's happening again. It's happening again, people. We're dropping out. Put it in a light descent. Mito, are you flying offline then? And doing the same route? You have to be yeah. I know, you're right. I just forgot to carry a 0, didn't I? That doesn't make... Hold on. I'm gonna work this through again in my head. Because somehow I missed a 0. But it says times 1,000, doesn't it? Well, that's impressive. There's a fingerprint on the dial there. Who knows? Anyway, that makes sense. We've got plenty of fuel. 5 tons over. Forced him to make some rice. Fair enough. I think I need to make lunch, actually. Goodness me, yeah, I do. But problem is, as soon as I leave this plane, it goes into a nosedive. Right. And when it stops turning, eventually we'll be fine. Right. Okay. No, it's still dropping. I feel like we need to lower our altitude. But look, but we're below the overspeed now. So, I'm going to go out hold. I'm just going to stop here if that's what we need to do. We have to burn the afterburners shortly. We're running low on fuel anyway, so I don't want to do this much. Come on. Build the speed, quickly. 1.93, there we go, some better. 9.5. Turn them off. Level off, altitude hold, let's go, level off here. 196.
Overspeed warning.
And we're overspeeding again. No. Stop. Level off. Level off. Something going on here. Figure out what's going on. We're about halfway through our super cruise. There's 197. The speed's coming. The Mach's coming up. 198, but so's the airspeed. The question is, can we get the Mach to get to 2 before the airspeed gets to 490 or whatever? What I'm going to do is go out hold. Just level off here for us. We're just edging into Mach 2 there.
Auto throttle off.
Turn off auto throttle. Just keep the throttle full. See, look, the airspeed's going up very quickly right now. Mach, hold on. A little bit early, but that's alright. It's going to have to be a very efficient descent. Rather than sort of 220 miles, something like that, we'll start descending at like 190 or something like that. We've got to really make sure we're not going to overspeed here. This plane's not backing off the throttle. Come on, back off. We're going to overspeed now. I turned on the hold at 2.01 and it's 2.03 and it's still at full power. It's not backing down. 2.04, right, we're going really quick now. Whoa, did you see that? Did anyone just see that? We're now at 61,000 feet. I don't understand this plane. And we're now going 2.17 because I turned off the auto throttle. Man.
60,000 feet. Maximum flight level.
Oh my god, what is going on? Why is the trim thing pinging at me? Have I got failures set up or something like that? Fix all systems. Alright, let's see if that does anything. No, Daniel, no, I'm not making fun of it. I like it, it's good. But like, you know how we keep a lot of power on and things, I gotta save fuel somehow, you know? This is ridiculous.
Overspeed warning. Throttle back or climb.
This is insane. What's going on? Whoa, okay. This is really weird. I don't like this.
Autopilot off.
Even though you shouldn't really do this because it has to be so sensitive, I'm going to try and do it myself because look at what is going on with the plane. That was a bad idea. Right. That was a very bad idea. Okay, keep the autopilot on. We just climbed suddenly to 60,000 feet and then dropped back down. This is, wow. My god, what is going on? Just level off. This might warrant a mention. Yeah, it probably would. Normally, I'd agree. I'd quite like to try and make our destination, so... yeah, we'll just keep going. We're having too many problems for my liking. I do not like this at all. I turned off the auto throttle, and suddenly we're at 61,000 feet. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. I think there's something more sinister going on with the faults here. 184. Okay. Who knows what is going on? .186. It's coming. Hopefully, it's coming back up. Okay. Looks like it's recovering. I'm just going to go max cruise, max climb. And leave the throttle at full. It's going to descend. It's going to descend until we reach Mach 2, because I'm at full throttle. It won't do anything else. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I think that's the best thing. I'll have to go make food in a minute.
Overspeed warning. Throttle back or climb.
And there it goes.
Auto throttle off. Auto throttle off.
Man, who knows what's going on. God damn. Not happy being supersonic, is it? This would be, we're only halfway into our journey, so this would be like oh, whoa, why is the, oh my god. Okay, that is why we're having problems. The fuel just jumped to less than half. It's just halved our fuel. Why? We can't make it now. What's going on? And we've got a controller contact me. Okay.
Squawk 7230, descend flight level 130.
This is bizarre.
Descend flight level 130.
Yeah, I think we have to, aren't we?
Request descent.
Just want to see if something I've bounded on my yoke or whatever that's causing the problems.
AGN 1682.
28 tons, I don't think we can make it, can we?
AGN 1682, radar contact, descend flight level 110.
Level 110, AGN 168.
So,
level 140, climbing flight level 170, inbound Amici. AGN 6 Alpha Lima, Athena radar contact, climb level 310.
It's definitely a fuel emergency. We've got quite a lot of fuel. We've got minutes to decide now, so we're going to decide where we're going to go.
Expect vectors for the runway 34, fly heading 250.
So I agree, this is a fuel emergency, so we're going to have to go somewhere.
Hotel Alpha Foxtrot 403 Squawk 7232. Half 403 Squawk 7.
Where should we go? Should we go to Cairo? We could go Cairo. Maybe we should go Cairo. It's got a big runway.
403 Squawk 7.
It's quite close by. I mean, I don't think that's that far, is it?
7232 half 403.
Like, how far is that?
With that 139, request taxi runway 34.
Will it tell me how far it is?
139 taxi to holding point Alpha 1. The company A320 is gonna backtrack shortly.
About 450 miles. It's quite a long way, but maybe we go there, refuel, make our way down to Bahrain, something like that. Something, yeah, I think you're right, Athens. Right. What about Athens? Yeah, there it is. Right, we'll go there. Right, altitude hold, it's getting crazy.
Hold position, I'll give you a clearance shortly.
Athena radar, Speedbird Concorde 9091 with you, flight level, blocking flight level 500 to 600.
Sure, Concorde 90901, Athena Squawk 7257.
7257, Speedbird Concorde Concorde 9091. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with this plane. Right, we're going to put it on the ground.
Contact Athens approach 132.975.
Oh, sorry guys, I've left the TV on at night. That's very weird, sorry.
Who was asking for descent?
France 84 Bravo Juliet.
Okay, right. Hang on. We've got a lot of
France
problems.
84 Bravo Juliet, descend flight level 110.
Just tell him once we find a break.
France 84 Bravo Juliet, Squadron 7252, descending flight level 110.
Air France 1682, turn left heading 090 vectors for the RMP runway 27.
How far is it to Athens?
Expecting RMP runway 27, say again the heading for
What's the 117.5? Let's see if we can pick it up.
1682, turn left heading 090
200 miles.
RMP runway 27.
Right, let's tell him.
Left 090 RMP 27 and GN 168.
Will we cancel after we land in Cairo? I have to see. I don't think so, no. Athena radar, Speedway Concorde 9091, PAN. We've got a PAN. We've got a fuel leak of some sort, requesting diversion to Athens.
Spirit 99091. Clear to Athens by radar vectors 10 left heading 340, descend flight level 250.
Turn left heading 340, descend flight level 350, speed 90191, thank you. 250, 9091.
Good afternoon, running 4211.
Okay.
Inbound waypoint.
Going for it.
Timing flight level 190.
Track heading, we're coming around, altitude applier, select 350. There you go, right. Throttle coming back. Oh, hang on, I didn't mean to start sending it. Level off a little bit. I'm going to try and hold 3 degrees.
Charlie Echo, I'll let you know when it's time for descent.
1, 2, 3.
Interior 76 Mike, kilo descent 3,000 feet to QNH 1013. Descent 3,000 feet, QNH 1013, and that's 76 Mike.
1, 2, and then I need to tell that to 1, 2.
With a 668 Mike, taxi only point off 1.
Now, I read a new type of descent style, which is not really applying because we've got a lot of weird things going on in this plane.
My apologies, taxi only priority 24 by Juliet Alpha. Juliet Alpha to Wizard.
Okay.
Transavia 1041.
Right, we're going into Athens.
The wind is 30027 runway.
But essentially, it's 3 degrees, speed down to 350, and then from there, going down. Juice to fly Concorde, this makes it worth all the effort, does it?
Magic Sun 3019, Athena radar, squawk 7231.
231, Magic Sun 3019.
Alpine for Good Hotel Kilo in Corfu stand 7, requesting clearance to Polonia. And number 2 for clearance, standby. Agent 1682, turn right, heading 260, descend 3,000 feet, QNH.
Okay, if you're joining us, we're on a descent into
Turn right 260, 3,000 feet, 1012, Agent 168.
Air France 64 Bravo Juliet, squawk 7252.
Air France 84 Bravo Juliet, squawking 7252.
Burmer 525 Charlie Echo, descend 6,000 feet to QNH 1011.
Well, altitude's going up now. What the hell? Look what's going on. People, look at this. It thinks we're descending, that thinks we're climbing. That's wrong. Jesus, this is insane. Look, we're at 52,000 feet descending. That thing's just gone up to 54,000. What's going on?
Air France 84 Bravo Juliet, cleared for the Apollo 1 Alpha arrival, expect RMP 27 and radar contact.
Air France 84 Bravo Juliet, expecting Echo 1 Alpha.
Got 220 miles to run.
US 2 Fox Papa, we are burning much fuel, please clear us clear. Wings 2 Fox, you're about
okay.
3 Alpha, runway 32, initial climb, flight level
350 knots, then on the descent. There it comes in now.
Auto throttle off.
I'll take reverse speed over now. Hold 350, down we go.
Feedback is correct. QNH is 1008.
1008 joins 2 Papa, and we are ready for departure.
Range 2 Foxtrot, Papa, clear for takeoff, runway 32, wind shear.
I love Concorde, yeah, we can. We can see, yeah, on Vatsim you can see anyone from any sim who's connected flying, so it's quite busy to Athens, I think. Yeah, Athena's quite busy, so we'll get some people that we'll see.
Croatia, Tree Alpha Bravo, contact Euro Control 135.3. Croatia, Tree Alpha Bravo, contact Euro Control 135.3.
We'll go there. Athena. It's quite busy. We'll see. Right. The other thing we've got to think about is we're currently too heavy for London. 5 tons of fuel need to be burned before we touch down. Aero, you can't run Airplane 12. So bummed. Well, to be fair, if you look at what's going on now, I don't think it's much of a loss. Okay, so our new arrival then into Athena, landing 03 right, we're going to be landing.
2435 for the 4th time. I need you to recycle your barometer if it's in standard. So just click on it and click on it again, and that should correct the altitude for you.
LGAV, we're arriving 03.
2435 Athena.
Right. So there it is. Pulled it up. I'll show you guys. On the side here, there it is. So it's going to be an ILS of 11.1032.
Magic Sun 3019, descend 4000
SPA is 117.
1013. Enter 76 Mike Kilo, proceed direct Kilo Romeo 601, cleared for the RNAV runway 34.
Okay.
Climbing flight level 290, Wizard 8 Kilo Foxtrot.
But have Concorde next to me. Ah, there you go.
For 5 minutes. Enter 76 Mike Kilo, proceed direct Kilo Romeo 601, cleared for the RNAV runway 34. Direct Kilo Romeo 601, cleared RNAV runway 34, that's 76 Mike Kilo. Transavia 1041, taxi to parking today.
Yeah, Love Concorde, we are quite heavy. Yeah, absolutely. We're still quite a few tons above the 111 that we need to be. So we need to be 115. We're 115 now, so we need to be 111. So we need to burn a bit of fuel, yeah. 185 miles to run to the airport. Getting vectors to go in, so we're good.
Window 6 extra Mike. I'll repeat that. Direct Alkis and climb flight level 350 with 6 extra Mike. Wizard 139er, wind 28012 knots, runway 34, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, coming 34. June 6 Alpha Lima, descend flight level 170. Descend flight level 170 to David Alpha Lima.
Alright, well, coming down. It's a bit of a shame, really. I'd quite like to have made it to, I'd quite like to have made it to, what's his, Bahrain. Would have been nice. But I guess what we'll do is we'll land, maybe make a return to Heathrow. See how it goes.
Air France 84 Bravo Juliet, descend 3,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Air France 84 Bravo Juliet, descending 3,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Aegean 1682, the field is at your...
How weird. It's I don't really know what was going on, but that was not flyable. We suddenly lost all our fuel as well. It does look like it's weird. I've, not encountered this before, so maybe it's a good example of why it's not such a great flight.
sorry, November 525 Charlie Echo Diffuse at your 12 o'clock 10 miles to point site.
November 525 Charlie Echo, request please descend 2,000 feet to ensure visual approach to runway 31.
25 Charlie Echo descended 2,000.
Yeah, we're going slow now.
The field.
Long way to go.
Report runway site, descend 2,000, 525 Charlie.
Brazil 139 radar contact, climb level 290.
Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should. Maybe this is our opportunity. We could switch to the A340 or something, and go from Athens across to Heathrow, something like that. We'll see. I assume we land. That's a real shame.
Concorde 98091, fly heading 290.
290, Speedway Concorde 9091.
Control Lufthansa 2435, can I climb 300 feet?
Lufthansa 2435, climb flight level 300.
Right, we're coming left. We're just, there we are, subsonic. So, I need to do some bits and bobs to get the heaters on.
I'm sorry, Lufthansa 2435, are you asking to climb 300 feet?
Right, so.
Yes, my altitude is working.
Coming in there, and brake fans can come on.
I'm telling you about for like 5 times now. It's because of your barometer. So, if you corrected it, you should be at flight level 340.
Rotor 50340.
And the approach is on a course of 032.
Engine 1682.
We're switching to RAD now. There's the INS is no longer helpful.
Gen 6 Alpha Lima, Limnos 1 Alpha arrival, expect VOR DME runway 07.
I'm going to keep the speed up a little bit now. I'm going to kick it up to about 360 or something like that as we just keep going down. Just so we stay on the V&E because we're quite low on fuel. We're making our way down. It's going to be quite a heavy landing, but we should be alright.
Shenix 8 Victor Charlie, runway 34, clear to land.
34, clear to land, Shenix 2 Charlie.
Ah, what a shame.
Flight level 350.
Locked, we got talking to one. Turn 25 Charlie, got clear visual approach on A34. You also clear to land when the 350 at 20 knots. Euro 1 Echo Mike, climb level 350.
Right, I'm going to put it out to you guys in a vote what we should do next.
Sky Travel 220, tree current at Euro Control 135.3.
Contact Aero Control 135.3, Sky Travel 203, bye-bye, thank you for ATC. Is on forecast.
There you go.
090 Athena, climb level 310.
Quick Q&A, I don't know how this works, but we'll see what happens. Don't know what it does. Oh, it's like on live chat. You can then either select the live chat or... I don't know how that works. Actually, I'll end Q&A. I don't know. I don't know how that feature works. We'll leave that alone. Let's do a poll that's dead. Right, well, we're coming down 3250 there. I'm going to keep dialing speed.
Climb flight level 370 and that will be your final.
with 8 Kilo Foxtrot.
Is it 139 climb flight level 370 and that will be your final.
370
I guess we could return to Heathrow. In Concorde.
Alpine 42, Mike Levina, clear to Bologna, Olga 2 Foxtrot, runway 34, initial climb, flight level 80, squawk 7251.
To another aircraft.
Clear to destination, Olga 2 Foxtrot, runway 34, initial climb, flight level 80, squawk 7251, Alpine 42 to Kilo.
That is correct. Air France 64 Bravo Juliet, clear for the RMP, runway 27.
Air France 64 Bravo Juliet, clear for the RMP, runway 27.
Chinook 68 Victor Charlie Vicky, left to enable taxi to parking, good day.
Right, guys, give us a vote on there. There are options, I think. If you have anything else, give us a suggestion. Right, I'm just going to keep the speed up a bit, just to keep us going. Quite a long way to landing. We're at 25,000 now, so we'll keep the speed right up at 385. Okay, so if you join us, we're in an emergency descent. We're low on fuel. Bit of a bug with the plane, and suddenly we're quite low. So we're making an emergency diversion. Right. Fuel's still trimmed to flat, that's good. Sorry. I was getting my glass of water and I bumped into the microphone.
7272.
Right, I'm just going to set the limit for the nose on touchdown then. It's going to be 14 and a half. 15, so about 14, 13 and a half, sorry, so about there. Basically, because we're so heavy on landing, we're about 2 tons overweight, and I think we'll be about maybe maximum landing weight, so we're going to be pretty heavy. Set it right up to the max, just to check.
7245, Tango. Agent 1682, Jonathan Delta, taxi stand up for choice, good day.
Stand up for choice, good day, Agent.
Yeah, sorry about that, Daniel. I did bump into it accidentally there, apologies. Okay.
Descend flight level 250.
Sonic 1 Charlie arrival and descent flight level 250, SBA 9446.
Right.
Machine radar, good day, Ita Aero 724.
Ita Aero 724, Dina radar.
Cat 2 ILS, I'll take it manual for the rest of it. Decision night 421.
Ita Aero 724.
1111 032. In a diversion, we'll be heading out to 115. But actually, I want to keep 117 up so I can see how far it is to the airport.
115 Nova, come on board.
Okay, good. Good. Let's just keep going out here.
Alpine 42 Hotel Kilo, code 4, requesting push and start.
Alpine 42 Hotel Kilo, push start, proof facing south.
Push and start, proof facing south. Alpine 42 Hotel Kilo.
Daniel, maybe you could join us at Athens then. It looks like the vote's going for taking Concorde back to Heathrow to do some serious maintenance operations.
Nostar 1 Romeo arrival expecting Nav 34, Ita Aero 724.
Weird stuff happening on flight radar. Oh. What do you mean? What's going on, Casey?
Air France 84 Bravo Juliet, wind 30 at 14 knots, runway 3, runway 27, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, Air France 84 Bravo Juliet.
Connect 25 Tango Radar, contact climb flight level 400.
Climb flight level 400, Connect 25 Tango.
Itaro 724, descend flight level 100.
Descending flight level 100, Itaro 724.
Don't trust my Concorde. Yeah, well, I feel the same way.
Wizard 139, request later. Speedbird 980-901, contact Athens approach 132.975.
Contact Athena approach 132975, Speedbird Concorde 9091. Thanks very much, the ATC. Have a nice day.
Athena radar, transfer 224 with you, flight level 370. Xavier 224, Athena, welcome on board.
12975. Athena arrival, Speedbird Concorde 9091 with you, flight level 250.
Plus Speedbird 90901, radar contact continue present, heading vectoring island Zulu 03 right, report when ready for descent.
Understood, we'll report when ready for descent, vectoring for the ILS Zulu 303 right, first Speedbird Concorde 9091, and we're ready.
You're ready now?
Yeah, ready for descent, yeah, 9091.
Speedbird 90901, descent flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110, 1991.
Hot 403 via Puro, clear Dallas Whiskey, runway 36.
Lots of Eurofighters. Ooh. Oh, there are. Oh my god, there's loads. You're right. Wow, there's shed loads. Whoa, they're on one. Oh no, look who they're escorting. They're escorting the Tartan 39, the government plane. I think they're doing a practice intercept on the government plane, are they maybe? You're right, there's loads of them going out. Lots of different types from lots of different squadrons. There's a two-seater, single-seater, single-seater. There's a lot there. How interesting. You're right. Pretty cool. Look, guys, if you go on the North Sea, it looks like there's lots going on. Right, we said we were ready for descent. We should probably make it down. Yeah, you're right, Tasmans. Oh, turned off the transponder. Whoa. How bizarre. Oh, yeah, they have. They've just gone off, haven't they? And what are they up to? Nice. Right, looks like we'll be returning to Heathrow once we've made our touchdown. I'll grab a drink and then we'll head back. Edit the name of the stream, I think.
Speedbird 90901, turn right by 10 degrees.
Right by 10, 9091.
Hot 403, runway 36, clear to land, 360 degrees, 10 knots.
Yeah. Just keep trickling down. Right, we'll just go, just going to change the turn to the unexpected. Right. Oh, sorry, guys. The Finland flight. Were you there for the Finland flight? Oh man, that's embarrassing. I can't believe you still remember that, man. Yay. For the Finland flight, the Concorde Finland flight. You're right. Sorry. Yes, I thought you were referring to the time we took an A320 out to Finland, and it was meant to be about an hour and about a 2-hour stream, and it was 3 hours because we spent about an hour and a half on the ground trying to get airborne. Because for some reason the 321 Tolis just wouldn't take off. I think I'd forgotten to turn the anti-icing on, so we weren't getting full power, and then it wasn't. There's a lot of problems going on, but it was pretty amusing. Yeah, sorry, yeah, Daniel, yeah, I remember. I thought you meant the A320 one. Yeah, you're right there, the Concorde one as well. We had a lot of problems there, didn't we? It seems like V3, unless you're going across the Atlantic, gets very unhappy. Do you know what I mean? When we streamed it going across the Atlantic, we didn't have a problem, did we? That when it first came out. Whereas every time we've tried to take it elsewhere, we've had all sorts of problems, haven't we? I thought you just got the channel. Yeah. I thought so. I was like, hopefully no one saw that. Yeah, KC2 Voyager, isn't there? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I wonder what they're up to. Right, let's get the descent up a little bit. Pay attention for landing, I suppose. 18,000 are coming down there. Seatbelt signs are all on. Maybe we're at DEFCON 1. Maybe we are. Maybe. Well, we've got a plane to land. Far more important. So, approach selected.
091, descend 3000, QNH 1011.
Descend 3000, QNH 1011. Speedbird Concorde 9091. Right, 3000. You haven't had many issues before today, yeah. Aviation, what happened? I know, we've, yeah, well, yeah, quite a lot, unfortunately. We couldn't get it to hold Mach 2. It kept sort of going wrong. And then, to compile the issues, it kept jumping around Mach 2, and it was doing all sorts of weird flight model things and getting all sorts of problems over speed and things. And then the speed, and then the speed started jumping around. And then we suddenly lost half our fuel. So I think it was a bug, but yeah, he's also talking about the flight. Yeah, sorry, the flight radar thing. Yes, that's quite interesting. Right, we better trim for landing then, I suppose, really. Flight engineer, we'll go for descent first. Where are you, there it goes. Punch down our descent, really, now. We'll get out the reverses. That.
If you copy taxi the Emperor stand of choice, yes.
Wrong fuel trim. Should I change it?
Yeah, in a second. Hang on, guy. If I trim for landing now, we'll go into, like, a nosedive. Right, landing lights are not required. Engines are all good. We're in the approach mode with the brake fans selected, ready. We're coming down a bit. We need to slow up a bit before I can really get us to, like, speed of 9091. I'm afraid we're quite high.
9091, copy, continue present heading.
Understood. Continue present heading 9091. Set the government. Yeah, the sort of, or the Tasmans. Maybe I thought so. Hold on. The old Wait, what? Well, they're sort of like they call it Boris 4 Swan because it's Boris Johnson that did this. They did like a Boris 4 Swan thing. That's what they call it anyway. I've heard the one that's got the Union Jack painted down the side of it. YXE, hello. What's the weight like now? Still a little bit too heavy for landing, but it's going to be close. 220 to speed of Concorde 9091.
Speed 9091, turn right heading 040.
Right heading 040, 9091. Bring down the nose. Oh, just the visor. There we go, speed's dropping back. There we go. Aero boggish, okay, it's interesting. Yeah, not, yeah. I don't think I can add anything to that, fair enough. Right, going around. Speed's dropping back. God, our passengers. I mean, I'd be loving this if I was a passenger. I'd be like, ooh, diversion, yes. Good fun. Until, like, you know, the reality hit me of landing miles away from where I was supposed to go. Continue riding 130, speed 9091. Economic imperialism. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've thought about that often. Yeah. Right, we'll drop the nose one. And we'll trim for landing.
Farewell trim to landing.
Right, let's see what our approach speeds are like. Oh god, 220 knots is right on the limit of what I'd go. So 200 and then we're touching down at 175, something like that. That's quite fast. Okay, fair enough. That's Athens out on our left. We're coming across towards the ILS, we should be there any second now. Reduce the descent. Go. Okay. Still a little bit heavy for landing. There we are. We're just coming into being able to safe for landing there. Look at that. Look at that for timing though. We're going to be able to land just as we need to be.
9091, left heading 070, cleared LS Zulu 03 right, free speed.
Clear last approach 03 right, turn left heading 070, speed 9091, free speed. I'll just punch it up a little bit. 230 will do. Whoa, look at that for a sluggish turnaround. Again, look at that, it's got 5 degrees of rudder coming on. What's going on? That's the reason for that kind of a sweet turn. A lot of weird things going on today in the Concorde. Right, 230, 3,000 feet. We're looking for the ILS to start coming across. We've got it all primed up. Slow back down to 220. Just wanted to assist it around the corner, I suppose. Right, that is good. We're 13 miles away from the airport. There it is. We're landing on the right-hand runway. There's a couple of fast exits we'll take once we are off. Okay. 20 tons of fuel left, so plenty if we need to get around.
Caution. Fuel status 20 tons.
20 tons, okay. All good, thank you. Here it comes. I'm going to make a slight left manually, just because it often waits quite late, Concorde. Bring it around a little bit. There we are, and slip VOR lock. See what I mean? Look, it's going to wait till we're passing through the localizer to make the turn. Oh, YXE, thank you very much. Welcome to the First Class Club. Thank you very much. If you hop in the Discord through the link and drop us a message through there, and we'll get you added on the Discord stuff, and we'll see you in the first class streams that we do in the future. So yeah, see you there. Oh, I've missed the guy sleep. I'll take manual control. Let's just take manual. I'll fly it down myself. Right, slowing down to approach speed then of 200 knots. 8 miles to go. We'll go gear down, nose coming down to full. God, the rudder is being very odd. Okay. Capitalism pilot, yeah, YXE, welcome to the club. Gear down, full greens. We're all good, okay. Looking for the glide slip to start to come back in. I'm descending quite quickly there just to catch back up with it. That's my fault. I missed it slightly. Here it comes, back into view, pitching back up then. And they're coming into view. There's the glide slope, we're back on it about there. A little bit above it, just drop the nose slightly. Ooh, we'll come left slightly.
Runway 03 right, clear to land, 050 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear to land, 03 right, speed of Concorde 9091. If I level the stick, look, we just start rolling right. Something's really going on weird here. We've got a lot of problems. This is weird. We've got a lot of problems with this plane. I take manual throttle. We're high as well. Whoa. So we've got quite a lot of left stick down, but it's got a lot of left rudder on it. This landing is going to be interesting. Right, bringing the power back a little bit. So now below the ILS, that's my bad. Oh, power it up a little bit and come left a little bit.
300 feet.
Yeah, we're off the line here. Whoa, there's a lot of weird things going on in this plane. 200. Okay.
100.
Keep bringing the throttle back. We're landing quite quick.
40. 20.
Idle throttle. Put it down. There we go, we're down. Reverse thrusters out. There we are. It's decelerating. Once we get 100 knots, I can start to put some brakes down. Whoa, whoa. That's a lot of bouncing. Goodness me. There goes the brakes. 90 knots. A little bit quick for that exit. Just keep going down. Reverse thrusters off. Probably could have made that. We'll go down to the end. Okay. Keep bringing it down. Whoa, still going very quick there. 40.
Whoa. 9091, taxi via Delta and Delta 7 Echo to standard choice.
Delta and Delta 7 Echo standard choice, speed of 9091. Thank you. Okay, right, let's give it a bit of power. Still got 18 tons of fuel, we've got quite a lot. Well, it's not where I thought we'd be, guys, but welcome to Cairo. No, Athens, rather. Yeah, it's nice that the pilot knows where we're landing. Veta, thank you very much, not bad. We kind of have a, I'll show you, we'll do a replay and we'll just have a look at the problems. It's quite interesting the bugs we seem to have picked up. We've got a weird list going on and quite a lot of rudder inputs. I wonder if something I need to see if it's got like auto rudder or something. I don't know. It's a bit odd, but it should, yeah. Let me just catch up with the chat once we get on the taxiway. Try and get us rolling down a bit. There we go. That's a bit better. Right, what did I miss? Sorry. Might have been.
Agent 5 kilo reaching Alpha 4.
Streams and streams. Oh, okay, yeah.
Degrees 10 knots, and when Airbus switch to Unicorn 1228.
Yeah, that's a good interesting. I'll have a look into it then. Thanks for the suggestion. Man, this is odd. This is such a weird plane. No idea what's going on. Oh, the guy's gone offline. Whoa. Okay, well, we'll make our way into stand. So, what's the votes then? We've made our landing. What are we up to? With 16 votes, we've got 44% saying return to Heathrow, and we've got 31 saying continue down to Bahrain in Concorde. So it looks like we're going to be returning to London Heathrow today. What we're going to do is have a little troubleshoot on the ground, offload some of our passengers, see who wants to return to Heathrow, even though it's a stricken plane. We were all fine flying subsonic, so we've then got to make the decision if we're doing it. We'll have a quick look at the replay of the landing, and then we'll have a look at our return flight back and see what we're looking at. It might be subsonic all the way back, so we'll see. Super. Right, we'll end the poll there. Was tanks and balance? Well, that was my first thought, but then when I looked at the tanks, look, we've got in fact we've got more weight on the right hand side. So, and yet the plane was leaning slightly right actually. How much has it got on the right compared to the left? Look, it's the same there. It's only like 20 kilos or so more on the right, which shouldn't really make that much of a difference on the plane, I don't think. So it's kind of interesting. We'll have to see. We'll park up and make a return. Right, I want us off by Echo, which is somewhere down here. 16 votes, only 7 watching. I know, yeah, I know, but look at that, 16 votes. It's quite good, isn't it? Right, bit of power. Let's pull over on stand and we'll have a chat about what we want to do in terms of heading back. Oh, go right. Up. There we go. Delta and then Echo. So any standard choice along here really. I don't know what the BA stands are. I guess we'll go right and pull onto a gate. Our passengers want a gate, I suppose. They were expecting a trip down to Bahrain. They've got Athens. It's not a bad trade-off, but not what they're expecting. We'll get a gate. Right, punch it in right here. Whoa, it's gone past. Alright, there we are, shuffling forward. Six Concordes currently on Vatsim, wow. Good going. Right, there's the stand. We're coming on, so what I'm going to do, just cheekily, is lower the nose now, because then what I'll do is go on a replay. We can have a look at the landing. There we are, parking brake set. Good. Right, disconnect from Vatsim. Let's do a quick flight replay. It's a shame we had to end our flight here. We'll, probably we're going to make a return to Heathrow, but still. God, there's a hill. There's quite high hills there, but obviously within the limits. Right, let's fast forward a little bit. You can see it was wandering because it's just interesting to fly, certainly. There's just a lot of leaning to the left. So, yeah, look at that. So, look at the rudder. I was not doing that. Look on the diagram, it says 5 over there. I was definitely not doing that. So, some weird stuff going on there. Weird stuff. Right, there you go. You see the touchdown. Bit of float. Whoa, yeah, one bounce. bounce. Look at that, I got really unfortunate there, look at that. I just at the moment I was going to sit it down, look. There's this lump in the runway, you see that? Look at that lump there on the runway. If I zoom out, it's quite obvious. Just where I was putting the wheels down. Clip that bump, so then it bounces over. We get it down, but not as nicely. Yeah, not bad landing. Oh, it was alright. We've done better, we've done better. We'll do one better when we go back to Heathrow. Not bad for a fuel low emergency. I know a couple of bits wrong with the plane. We should have really done probably a flight control check lower down, but yeah, it was alright. Made it down. Oh, whoa, that was a weird nose bounce. God. That's why I went full nose down, didn't we? Yeah, quite a bumpy landing. You were right, Aero. It was a bit bumpy, wasn't it? Alright, well, let's drag us back onto stand. Click the top of flight replay. Okay, a set parking brake. That is indeed set. Shut down the engines. Right, there go the engines. Get the GPU up. Get some catering guys up. Get the stairs and the door open on the right. Okay, you get the hydraulics off. Open the electrical SSB and turn off the galley stuff. De-airs can come off. Turn off the inlet valves. Turn off the feed pumps. Brake fans off and flight controls just normal. These guys go off. And the boost conditioning valves. That is about it, I think. Oh no, auto ignition, auto throttle. That is about it. Oh, I left the nose down. Oops, that's my bad. Right, GPU is connected. It won't have any power, I don't think. Maybe the dying engines can provide us with something. No. Got nothing. Ah, that was my bad. Alright, well the nose will stay down, and once we will start an engine before the tug comes over and we'll lift it from that. Okay, that's a bit embarrassing there. Right, well, we got some options then, ladies and gentlemen. Would we like to return back to Heathrow? Should we make a return flight back to Heathrow? Let's just see what kind of flight time we're looking at. Brilliant. Right, what do we want to do then, ladies and gentlemen? Other options beside Concorde, yeah, 340, something along those lines. It went out to being going back as a sort of hold on, sorry. Sorry, I'm sorting out some bits and bobs. I'll just be a second, guys. Oh, thank you. Right, there we go. Sorry. Okay. OBBI or bus? You leave them apart in Athens. You're right. We'd have to bring it back at some point, wouldn't we? We would indeed. That's very true. Okay. Okay. We've got something to think about then, haven't we? So, can we afford to leave here? I think we've got to bring it back, guys. I think we've got to bring Concorde back. Even though it's a stricken aircraft, we've got to bring it back, I think. So... Oh, once more, I'm very sorry, Daniel. We always plan these things we're going to do, don't we? And then we seem to be always trying to fix problems instead. So I'm very sorry about that. It's a bit of a shame, really, but... not no BBI. Where are we? LGAV. Right, she's unfit to fly. It's very true. Well, you can look at what I got in the hangar. The INI guys don't really work very well. So it's sort of the 350 or Tollis 340, really. She does need maintenance. You're right. I think we're going to have to schedule a return from Athens. Bring back the stricken aircraft. Yeah, needs repairs. You're right. We're going to have to leave. I'm going to make a note. We've got a Concorde in Athens. So, yes, you're right. Whilst they're getting repairs, then... Right. Good point, guys. So, what we've got to do, though, I tell you, we've got to bring back the passengers, haven't we? So, we're going to have to bring back the plane, so... A340, yeah. Alright, guys. That is indeed the vote cast. We'll take the 340. We'll have to leave Concorde here, and we'll fly the 340 on a return back with the passengers on board. Who out of these airlines do you reckon then? Let's have a look what we got. Air France? They wouldn't. Nah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't put it on there. Mita, you're going to continue. Yeah, good job, man. Send us a photo when you get there. Would Virgin Atlantic fly them back? They probably wouldn't, would he? Who would be nice that would fly the people back? I don't really have like a BA 340. We just pretend Virgin Atlantic. Maybe Virgin would send a plane out to pick up some people. Maybe they would. Okay. What I'll do then, what I'm going to do... Right, I will just edit this into right, Virgin Atlantic then, I guess, from LGAV. I'm making the return flight back. Yeah, this will bring the people back to London Heathrow. So, yeah, Airbus house, do you reckon? We could fly an Airbus house. We could fly an Airbus house, if that's what we want to do. Why don't we fly the nice A340-600 Airbus house? AIB calls an Airbus. Yeah, why not? Would Airbus bring people back? Maybe they would. But it'll be on a stand then, won't it? Are we going to do this, guys? Are we going to leave Concorde here? Just going to leave her stricken and broken on the stand. Continuing A340, you're right. They need to get to the destination. That's very true. How long is it from here to Bahrain? Let me just check that one out. So many options here. Right, hold on, let's have a think about that. Right, edit flight. Right, we'll check that then as well. Right, apart from LGV, OBBI. We got I'm just making the flight plan now. If we're continuing on our journey, it'll be 3 hours 45 from here, which is about the same as if we returned. I think we should continue. Yeah. What do you want to do then, guys? Should we continue down to Bahrain with these people, or would they like to return and get a refund? What do you reckon? It is a pretty similar time, isn't it, as returning? What should we say? Heathrow I've got nice scenery for. That would be the only thing I'd say. And there might be some ATC on in 3 hours' time or so. That would be my only swing towards potentially going for Heathrow. Love Concorde. This is what this is the third option. Just, Concorde, maybe the maintenance needs to be taking place at Heathrow and can't be done in Athens, and therefore we'll just have to fly Concorde subsonic back to Heathrow. That might be the only option. Maybe that is it. We've got just maintenance cannot take place here. We'll have to fly them back in Concorde. All right. I think for a bit of fun, we'll do a 340 stream certainly another day. I think we're going to take Concorde back to Heathrow from Elgav in a stricken state. Subsonic will return. Well, to be honest, she's a bit broken. No, we'll fly her back. All right. So, if we're doing that, in which case, they would fly engineers to Elgav. So, what? No, what about no, Daniel? Why? What? Oh, you don't want us to fly Concorde back. You want to wait. We have to bring it back another time. Maybe restart Xplane. Yeah, no, that's another option. Heathrow. All right. Looks like the decision's been made. I think I know what I'm going to do. We're going to wait for my new drive to come back and then fly back in Xplane 11. So that'll be in a couple of weeks' time, or a week's time, say. The nose and visor down because I accidentally left it down. So let's take... who would be nice enough to... I think Virgin Atlantic would be nice enough to send some... Oh no, let's go to Airbus House. That's quite good fun. Right, Athens... From the big stands, start new flight. Right, so the tallest 340-600. It's a nice plane. We've got some startup to do. So the Airbus have been kind enough to send out an Airbus A340 to come pick up British Airways stranded passengers from Athens. In which case, I'm just going to move the Boeing yoke I was using and get the stick out. Sorry, whilst Xplane's loading, I can't look at the chat, so just bear with me. Okay, right. Feel free to join us, guys. We're going to be flying back to London Heathrow with the passengers on board British Airways. There we are, right, it's back in. Sorry, I got the chat again now. Absolutely, we will be flying another stream with the Colimata V3 Aero. Yes, Love Concorde, sorry, we will be. And, oh god, I'm moving the bump into everything. Right, yes, so, to clear up the questions, we will be returning to Heathrow in the 340-600, and we'll be streaming Concorde another day when we bring it home from Athens back to Heathrow, and then we'll certainly stream it again, maybe from there on to JFK or something like that. And so certainly something along those lines. Right. Okay. So let me just sort myself out here. Right. Well, this is the Airbus A340-600. We're on a remote stand in the Airbus livery. That's actually quite a nice livery. Okay. Oh, it's turned it on for us. That's nice. Right, we'll get the APU fired up. Let's get seatbelt signs on, standby, compass, no smoking signs. Get the INS on. What did he say the QNH here? It was 1011, wasn't it? Right. We'll have to do a startup in this one then. And return. Right. Let's get the APU up and running. I got a ground crew here. Do they work? No. Okay. ATC. We got like... Okay. Right, we're connected up on Vatsim. Now I'm thinking, should I start a new stream, like so that it looks like we're returning in a different one? Nah, we'll just keep going. Yeah, I'm on Vatsim, just connected up there. I'm just going to get the new flight plan. It is Airbus 2349. Oh, I love Concorde, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I know you wanted to fly it. I'm very sorry. It's a real shame, yeah. If it hadn't broken, I would 100% still be flying it. We had some problems. It's got to be fixed before we can possibly return. 340 is quite good fun as well. We'll have some fun in the 340 making a big return flight. So how many passengers do they have on board Concorde then? What was it? It's not many, is it? It's like 111, something like that. 121, I want to say 121. Plus the flight crew, pushed up to about 130. Then the cargo on board the plane, I had quite a lot. I had about 10 tons or so of cargo on board. Yeah. Right. PDF, what kind of fuel are we going to need? 348, God, that's a lot of fuel. There we go. We're quite light. Oh, we've got an Iberia next to us. Somebody joining us for the return. Super. Another 340. It's lovely. Ah, here comes back the A320. Right. So if we're doing this, we've got LGAV to EGLO. I'm just thinking. Ah, you're in the Airbus house. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess it's pretty with Liberia. Don't know. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to schedule a new... I'm going to go live on a new stream, is my plan. Xplane 11. Stand by. Okay, guys. Everyone in first in business, absolutely, absolutely. You'd love to join Concorde, but you don't have Xplane. Oh, okay, no worries, guys. Right, what I've done, I have a plan. I've gone like this. Head over to here, guys. Vector remove. Head over. Here's here. Watch the return in the Airbus 340. Right, pin that message, guys. Hop on that link. Head over to that one. We'll be getting going in just a second, because what I'm going to do is end the stream on this one, and literally we'll just resume, but over there basically it's so that I can break up the streams, so that I can then leave the Concorde one up as Concorde Unexpected Diversion and have the 350 stream over on the side. That's going to be my plan. So if you head over to the 340 one, we'll be going live there in just a couple of seconds. I will see you all there in just a second then. That might well be, actually, KC. I'm not sure. Head over to the new stream, guys, and I'll see you there, yeah? I'll see you in just a second. Right, I'm going to end the stream here. See you in